I'm pretty sure the last like 5 times that I've run an intro, I have given y'all double intros. But anyway, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to Real Fan Sports. My name is Zach, and we are here live getting ready for a rivalry that has been developing since I think 1985. I'm quoting, I'm trying to figure it out, but the reason why I know a little bit about this matchup is because of our guest that's going to be joining us today. And of course, it is no other than the man, the myth, the legend, my guy, SB. Come on, SB. How we doing, brother?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to all us Oscar Piastri fans. Good afternoon to all the Collingwood fans out there. Welcome to what it should be a great game.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's see. I'm going to try and turn down one of these things. So this thing is so loud. Okay, there we go. Look, yeah, first off, shout out Oscar Piastri, man. Getting the win this morning, earlier today. I didn't get to watch it. How many Australians were up watching the F1? Because it was early for you guys, right? Isn't it like
3 a.m.
3 a.m. That's even worse. Did you stay up to watch it, Sinbad?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Way past my bedtime.
Not a shadow of a doubt. He said, out your damn mind. Well, have you watched the highlights? Did you watch the race or go check anything? Okay, so how do he look out there? He look good?
He looked comfortable. He's a natural, clearly.
Yeah. He's one of the young guys over there from McLaren, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
yeah.
We love to see that.
Well.
Well, as y'all know, we are here. We're about 30 minutes away from I always forget what to call it. What do we call that front bat? Like, the start of the game? What would you call that? Do you call it like a kickoff, a tip off? Like, what do you the bounce? The bounce. That's right. So we're about 30 minutes away from the bounce for a matchup here on the Monday, the Easter Monday, between Geelong Cats and the Hawthorn Hawks. And Sinbad told me about 2 weeks ago that this is a match that I absolutely have to watch. I can't miss it. I need to do a live stream for it. It should be a great game. Both of these teams are fighting. They're in the top 8 right now. The winner, I think, moves into 4th place, correct?
Into the top 4, yes. Hawthorn can go to 2nd if they win.
There we go. So we're hoping for a good game. I know this is a good game for me for Supercoach. I got a couple players from both of these teams. Not that it matters or anything. I'm just trying not to be dead last at this point. I'm trying to at least, be in the top 30. Let's just pretend like there's not only 36 people that's in our league.
Well, that's something to brag about at least, yes.
Yeah, it sounds better when you say top 30 and not, bottom 6. It sounds a lot better that way.
Don't worry, I've been there before.
we all have. So, Sinbad, tell me a little bit about this game. Tell me a little bit about the history of these two teams and everything that I need to know to prepare myself to watch this one.
Okay, so this is one of those games for the year that everyone looks forward to, not just Geelong and Hawthorn fans. These two clubs have put on some amazing contests over the last 15 or so years. Their rivalry dates back to probably a rather nasty incident back in 1985 when the greatest AFL player ever, known as Lee Matthews, decided to put an arm on a Geelong player right into his head, knocked him out. That was a rather nasty day. 4 years later, they played in probably the best grand final we've ever seen, universally known as that. And then by 2007 and 2008, Geelong and Hawthorn won consecutive grand finals, and it was on. Since then, we've had just game after game after game, close results. Some of them decided after the siren. Very few, results more than a few goals. Otherwise, it's just been a goal margin, 2-goal margin. Great games to watch.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that could ruin a close game is me live streaming it. At least that has been the trend through the last couple of months. Outside the other game where I had a guest in Jimmy for the NRL, so hopefully you'll bring in the good luck and negate the bad luck that I bring to whatever games we cover. I know I'm ready for a good one. I mean, the Hawthorne Hawks has been a team that I think I watched on the it was either, I think it was first week actually. It was after the Sydney Swans game that we live streamed for round one. We hopped into Discord, we watched this, and I was like, I've never watched them play, don't know nothing about them. Sinbad was kind of educating me a little bit about how they've, coming off of, a couple of years of not playing great, new coach, a lot of young players, and trying to find themselves in a way. So we kind of just see them go out there and just go play footy, man. It's really fun to watch. Like that first game, I was like, man, I'm not going to lie. If I didn't, and I've said this before in streams, if I didn't watch the Swans last year in that qualifying match where they got the comeback win against the Giants, and I were to have started this season and I watched that game, I think I instantly would have been a Hawks fan, but I'm not. I'm a Swans fan. I'm another bird. Our bird is more majestic. Hawks are, kind of nasty. Like, I like, majestic birds and like swans, but it's just me.
And over the years, they have lived up to that reputation. They are rather nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, look, at the end of the day, you have your passion. We saw how you excited you were that night. So you can stick with your Swans.
I appreciate the permission. Now, I'm just going to lead it into it. We're going to try to get this out early. All right. We already see the college shirt you got rocking right now. This will be the game that is planned to be watched next week, which is Collingwood. Let us know,
That's
man.
right.
They're killing it, bro.
Yeah, we've hit the top of the ladder for the first time in only 2 years, thankfully. Let's see how long we stay there. Fingers crossed we continue on our path. Obviously, this Friday, our time, we've got the Anzac Day game against Essendon. Quite often, it's an interesting game, despite no matter where the teams are on the ladder. They will both put on a big show. It will be another massive crowd, probably 95,000. I know it's a sellout because I've tried to get tickets and they're gone. So, look, at the end of the day, fingers crossed we can look forward to that game, look forward to the pre-match ceremonies that occur for Anzac Day here in Australia. And, we'll see how it all goes.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see that too. And like I said, the plan is to be able to do that. I know I have a couple things coming up this week. I actually just got off the phone with Skylar before we had started. And I think she actually has to take a test on Friday. So that might mean that I might be free, which will be nice. So, I guess not nice because I want to see my girlfriend, but nice because we'll be able to watch the game. Don't tell Skylar that. I think she's already sleeping, so we're okay. Yeah, it's footy on. Right. She'll understand for sure. I already get away with enough when it comes to NFL and NBA and whatever else I'm watching. Now that y'all have expanded my range of sports into Australia and India and all these other places, and we're supposed to be trying to do some type of hurling at some point now. Yeah, she has a love-hate relationship with you guys. That's for definitely sure.
Loves us all.
She does. So who's our main players for these two guys? I know I got a couple of them. Let's go ahead and look at some of these players here for each team. It looks like they're gonna just organize it by the top. I don't know how they're. Hold on. Let me do this. Let's look at the Cats first. Who's some main guys on Geelong Cats that we really like here that we're expecting to have a big day?
Okay. Well, look, at the end of the day, Geelong is still one of the oldest playing lists in the competition, along with Collingwood. They've had recent success. They premiership only 3 years ago, a preliminary final this last year. They've still got a good core, but obviously, again, they're getting on a bit. We might see some magic from Jeremy Cameron today. He's now listed as their full forward, but again, he continues to play everywhere around the ground. We might see Bailey Smith continue on his good path so far. Another surfer dude for Non, if you're watching.
Hey, there we go.
And there's a guy called Brian Myers. He's an interesting player. Short, doesn't necessarily run too fast, but he's probably one of the most skillful players with the ball on the boot I've ever seen. His ability to spot somebody at 30 or 40 metres is unprecedented. He's amazing how well he can kick a ball, how much he can avoid everyone else and hit his teammate on the chest.
Wow. Hey, if you're not the fastest or the most athletic, if you can be the most accurate, there's a place for you, man. I mean, that goes for all sports. Let me go to some comments real quick, because since I set up this live stream in the StreamYard as a private event, I'm just realizing now that no comments are coming through, so I did miss a couple. I did see Skyla did message, and she retracted her message, and now I'm trying to figure out what the heck she was saying. She was probably talking shit because I was talking shit with her. I love you. I think that saves it. What up, Christian? How you doing, man? And so I'm not gonna be able to pull comments up on the screen, so that's my bad. I still don't understand why it does that. But Christian said, "What's up? This is going to be an awesome game." And I did stay and watch the F1. I know you did, Christian. You're always up, bro. You're always up, even on an early Monday for you guys. I'm assuming that you're just making your players run today, or did you give them off? Taterhead in the building said, all you need to know is John Cena won tonight. John Cena. Ba-da-ba. Did he win? That's actually really cool. I didn't watch any of the WrestleMania. I was talking with Dolph earlier. He told me that his guy, Uso, won today as well, which he was hyped about. But that's pretty cool. And okay, so now as we're finished talking about Geelong, what are some guys from the Hawks that we're looking forward to watching today?
Well, as you alluded to earlier, obviously the Hawthorn list is a very young list in comparison to Geelong's. We've got a number of players who are still making their way. For me today, I guess we want to see who's going to replace Will Day, who's now injured for the year, whether James Warple can take up the spot that he's left behind. You've got a player out on the wing called D'Ambrosio, so you can enjoy pronouncing that this afternoon.
Ambrosio? I got that.
D'Ambrosio, nice Italian name.
I like that.
So you can enjoy pronouncing that. He's come to the club last year, and he's made a go of it. And another player there who came over from Fremantle just, I think it was last year or the year before, Lloyd Meek, their ruckman. He's gone from a mediocre fill-in guy to one of the best ruckmen in the league at the moment. So we'll see what he can do in this particular game against Geelong's Reece Stanley, an ancient ruckman of the game, but still out there, still performing.
An ancient is crazy. Boro, what up, my guy? Said was about to take a nap, then boom, I get a push, and the guys are live. Come on, Boro, tune on in, baby. And I may try to open up the lines on Discord as well if anybody wanted to come and join in on the conversation and stuff like that. We'll see how everything goes. If we're all flowing, then I probably won't. But if we get some pauses and we just want to talk, I'll open up Discord and I'll let y'all know when we do it. JC comes in and says, Cats or Hawks? I'm gonna let the expert give y'all an answer. Cats or Hawks? What do you think, Sinbad? Who you got favored in this one?
Given how well they've played last year, and apart from last week in Adelaide, I'd have to stick with the Hawks. I think that they'll probably outrun the Geelong by the end of the game. But again, fingers crossed, we get a very close one. We get something that goes down to the wire.
I hope so. We need one of those. We need one of those games that goes down to the wire. I feel like the last couple of ones that we've done, especially, have been pretty much settled by midway through the second quarter. So hopefully this will be one of those games that kind of flips things around. It's a long season. Obviously we aren't able to do all the best matchups that come up every single week. We do the ones that are favorable, that are easy for me to do, being in the US. Right now it's midnight. So this is really the latest that I like to start a live stream. I don't mind doing some at 1:30, but anything later than that gets a little tough. I do see Boro back in. He says, if y'all want to see Sinbad live again, don't forget to get. That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody just hit the like button. It's free. There's not a lot of things in the world that's free, and hitting the like button is definitely one of them. And every time I say the word like, I think the little thumbs up thing actually glows up. You ready? Like. I'm pretty sure it does that. Sporto boy in the building. What up, Sporto? How we doing, man? What is good? But more importantly, outside of what Simba had to say, JC, who do you think takes this game? Who do you have favored? And give us a reason as to why. Personally, I mean, I'm rooting for the Hawks as my sleeper favorite. And so I'm hoping to see a good game from them. It's the first time doing a live stream for them. I know I got James Sisley on my super coach. And I think I may have actually, did I captain James or did I captain Bailey Smith? I can't even remember anymore. Let me pull up my super coach. Let's take a look at this atrociousness that is my super coach. It is bad. I haven't looked at it all weekend and I'm really scared to see how bad it's going to be.
From what I've seen, you won't like it.
Okay. All right. Well,
Well, that's that one. Move that one on.
I got 2,000. Look. Never mind. That's that. I don't know what that was last week. Oh, that last week was a good week for me. No, this week, never mind. Let's just skip over this. No, I'm just kidding. We'll look at it. We had I didn't do my switch. I knew I was forgetting to do something all weekend. That is the reason why I forgot to do my captain switch, and I left 228 points on the board. Good job, Zach. Good job, Zach. Yeah. That's the first big mistake that I think I've made on Supercoach so far. And you know what? This is the first week that I've done the vice captain little trick, and I was sick I was sick yesterday and the morning prior. So that explains why, because I wasn't on the computer really at all the last 2 days. So yeah, all right, whatever. I'm moving past it now.
Well, I can say traditionally, Supercoach players who make a mistake like that can only blame one person, and that's their spouse.
No, I can't blame Skylo on this one. I wish I could, if I'm being honest, but I just actually can't. So I can, but I already blamed her once and she retracted a comment, so I'm a little nervous with that. I mean, because at this point you're talking about 1326. You're talking about another 228. I'd be at 15 something. Still not great. But I mean, I might be looking more around like 1900, bottom of 2000, and for that I'd be okay with. But it is what it is. Let me take a look at my NRL. Can my NRL at least make me happy? No, it can't. It can't either. Yep. Let's just go ahead and just close that shit out and just act like we never looked at it ever again.
I'll agree. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. I'm just cheering for my Supercoach players to save me today. Come on. We need a big save here. Boro. JC said Cats by a goal. History favors the Cats between the two, and their experience pays off on Easter.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. They're well head to head in this particular era. Yes.
I mean, you don't hear much about hawks on Easter. Hawks kill bunnies. Don't they? They have to attack bunnies.
Two different games. Relax.
Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. No. Well, but like a cat, like, you might see a picture of an Easter bunny with a cat next to it because it's cute. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to make up some shit. But as we see the players entering the field, they got the big flag. I thought they were going to run through it, so they run underneath the flag.
These days, they tend to run under them because they essentially they reuse them the following week.
Because they reuse them again. That's what I figured.
In the old days, they'd run through them and destroy them.
Sports. Okay. So that's the same. In high school sports, they always have some type of banner that the art class designs or whatever. Or whatever high school football game or whatever it may be, and they put some type of like diss, like family friendly diss towards the other team. They run through it. Let's see. Boro said it's only bulldogs that kill the bunnies at Easter. Boro, man, dude, yeah, man, wow. Look, Boro, I'm not gonna lie. I did the live stream for that game, and I just sat there and I felt pain for you, brother. I felt pain for you. It was by far in my experience of watching NRL, was the worst NRL game I've ever watched. We actually spent half the live stream messing with BKR, aka Blaze. Guys, by the way, if y'all don't know who Blaze is, y'all need to go and check him out. My guy Blaze from BKR Sports, go and check out his channel. He does NRL just about every single game. I heard his Titans lost in a very ugly one this week too, so that explains why when I messaged him yesterday, he just hit me with a like on the message instead of a comment back. But it is what it is. Boros said, I was drowning in my sorrows hard all week. Wait, you're never mind. I added a comment there. You're drowning your sorrows hard all weekend, babe. That's tough. I bet you were, man. Well, look, at least you were at the bar, Boro, and you were having some drinks, I'm sure, having a good time. At least you had that going for you.
Boro, are you going to be the NRL commentator over the next couple of hours? You can keep us up to date with the much look forward to West game.
We do need somebody to keep us up with that too. Yeah, we definitely do. So yeah, if anyone that's watching both games or is able to watch both games or whatever, just give us a score update every time a score happens. We appreciate that. Air Fuego, I appreciate you that you've joined on Twitch. Just letting everybody know if I don't read your comment right away, especially while things are moving a little bit slow, it's because I'm having to go back and forth from monitors right now. But Air Fuego said Gunston and Newcomb for Hawks will be ones to watch. Gunston kicked 6 goals last week. Okay. So was that like a breakout game? Was that a breakout game for Gunston, or he's been solid all year?
Hardly. He's been around forever. He could be his last year. He's been in the game for 15 years plus.
He's a vet. Okay, I can appreciate that. Well, there you go. You must read my comment right away. What up, BKR? Blaze, I was just talking nice, lovely, kind things about you, Blaze. I was just saying how great the Titans are and how they definitely didn't blow a big lead this past weekend. And I definitely didn't say this, but I'm saying it now that, the refs, it was a little bit of the refs' fault from what I've heard. I've heard it was bad luck.
BKR, come and join us for some real footy. Come on.
Hey, Blaze, I don't know. You're probably live streaming. Are you live streaming tonight, Blaze? You come on, man. Come on, baby. You
probably support the Swans as well.
he probably would. He probably would. All right, so we got about 6 minutes until the bounce. I'm gonna give y'all some early chair time. I feel like it's only right since Sinbad's here, so I'll be back in just one moment.
Well, considering last year you asked me to give my thoughts on the Test series upcoming, like 4 months before it happened. Look, obviously anyone here who knows the history of these two clubs will know that, we're all looking forward to a good close game between these two. They hate each other's guts, but they look forward to this game every year because it's generally quite a damn good game. Obviously, the weather is a bit changeable today. So hopefully the forecast rain holds off. I expect it will. Otherwise, all we can look forward to is the fact that Collingwood remains on top of the ladder, and no matter what happens today. So as of
that's all that matters
now,
to you, right?
That's
all that matters to you.
All that matters right now. And this coming Friday.
So what? I don't think I've watched the game where it's been any bad weather. So do they just play on unless there's like lightning, or like what is the rules?
Lightning's the only thing that will take them off. It's a winter game. It's made for winter. Obviously, in the old days, things like drainage didn't exist, so some of the grounds out there were just absolute mud heaps. But these days, obviously, they're either under roofs or they're perfect green pitches like you'd see in European soccer. So,
okay, fair enough. Blaze said, "Yeah, I'm definitely not going to talk about the Tigers winning 3 wooden spoons in a row in my stream in 15 minutes." Yeah, I'm for sure that you won't actually do that, Blaze, because you would never do something like that to talk bad on a great team like the West Tigers. Yeah, for sure. Boris said, you still in India? Okay, yeah. See, my stepdad 15 years ago was from Geelong. I'm from Gold Coast. Suns didn't exist Nowadays, I'd rather the Sunnies do well for the Gold Coast, but ultimately, I am a Geelong fan. Fair enough. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Do you watch a bunch of footy, BKR? Or are you just like full blown rugby league? I mean, you seem like a guy that watches a little bit of everything. I don't know. You might have a preference. I know Sinbad sent us a video. He sent us two, but he sent us a new one that's supposed to be a little bit better on the what do they call it? The Barissa line?
The Barassi line.
The Barassi line. That's what it is. Barassi. So I might have to do a video on that. I don't know if it'll be a video that everybody's gonna love watching, but nonetheless, it's gonna give us a little bit better background outside of what we've been told from you guys. So what's the weather like right now? Is it still hot? Is it starting to cool down a little bit over there?
Yeah, today's the first cool day we've had in a long time, and looking forward to a few cooler days for a change. Sick of the Brisbane weather.
Sick of the Brisbane weather. That's crazy. Yeah, Geelong. My bad, Blaze. Geelong. My bad.
I was going to say your pronunciation is jumping here, but Geelong, 1 that's spelled with 2, but pronounce it with 1.
Yeah, whatever.
Can I just check on your time to go on the screen?
3:05. 3. What are you at right now? What do you see?
2:40 right now.
All right, you're ahead of me by a good. Let me see 15, if I can 20. Jump forward. I cannot jump forward.
Tell me when it's 2:30.
I can do that. For sure. Give us a second, guys, while we get this synced up. 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30.
Thank you.
Now we should be good.
There's Paddy Dangerfield on screen. Okay.
Boris said, I still have not watched that video, but I want to. Go check it out. We'll probably do a reaction to it. I don't know when. We're about to be loaded up with a lot of live streams. We're trying to find a date to do some recording. Normally we record today. Obviously with Easter and stuff, we got home late. We're working on our big video for the NFL draft. We have the NFL draft coming up at the end of the week. And I'm also pretty much busy Monday and Tuesday, but we will have some videos up at some point. Not sure exactly what they were. They might not be like full blown like reactions. It might just be some basketball reactions or something like that, just to fill in the blanks. But that's definitely going to be on the list for us to do soon. We've had a couple good reaction requests lately, so I'm actually quite excited about it, and a couple of new people that's joined in on the Discord. So I do appreciate everybody that's came and tuned in for that. Boro said, I was swimming at the beach yesterday. It's still nice and warm here. You're swimming at the beach, man. Caught a little wave or what? Do you surf, Boro? Do you surf, Sinbad, or have you ever surfed?
No. We're not on the actual coast here in Melbourne. We're 50 miles off the coast. So as opposed to every other city which has potential surf beaches, we do not.
So you never tried before?
Never tried.
Wow. That was the one thing when we went to Hawaii many years ago now. I really wanted to do, but I was going to have to do it by myself because nobody else in my family wanted to try. And I was like, well, I'm not going to, we're only here for 5 days. I was like, I'm not going to leave my family for a whole day to go learn how to surf. I was like, that just seems messed up. So I didn't, but I want to learn. I want to try. I'm going to suck now. I think if I would have done it, what was it? 12 years ago now, maybe not 12, 10 years ago now, something like that, I probably have been okay because I still had a little bit of balance. My athleticism is not what it used to be. That's for damn sure.
And of course, I showed you last week the little bit of vision in the water off Adelaide, a little thing with fins going through the water. There's always those to consider.
I mean, they're just a bunch of sea dogs. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of sea dogs.
Exactly.
You just slap them on the nose, tell them to chill out. Blaze said Barassi line is legit. The funniest part is that both NRL and AFL fans claim Darwin, but the state is literally 50-50. AFL is WASA, Vic, Tas. NRL is Queensland, New Zealand, New South Wales, and ACT. I don't know. What is ACT?
With Canberra.
Okay, got it. But we are going to go ahead and start things off here. Geelong is going to get the ball, or Geelong is going to get the ball first. So they're going to boot that thing forward. And I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but I like to hear like your like commentary to see like where my just making things up is wrong.
Yeah, I will
do
correct you. I'll happily correct you all throughout.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. I love that. Let me
just
go through
quickly,
yeah, go for it.
I was just saying, just quickly, the commentators that you see listed on the screen there. Matt Hill is the new guy on the list. He's actually a racing commentator, but he does football exceptionally well. So,
okay, awesome. All right, so we got a couple hand passes going around. Hawthorne working up the right side now. Big boot over to the left. A good switch of field early. They're going to go ahead and play on off it. Handball back, and a lot of patience coming out of the Hawks so far. And I felt like this was the thing that got me with the Hawks when I first watched them, is that they don't do like the typical stuff. I feel like I don't see them set up. It's almost like they almost play in certain matters where it's kind of like how soccer does. It's like they don't have nothing directly straight away. Okay, let's go ahead and send it back and switch field. Maybe that's just a rough observation, but that's what I see.
Is Cameron now?
Big boot.
Nope.
Okay.
Let me guess, Zach. It's something about this game you've noticed. It's a bit haphazard. It's a bit all over the place.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like that's been the hardest thing with like understanding it, is because it's trying to figure out a strategy, and like a lot of times it is no strategy. It's just play. And I'm a big strategic guy, so it's like I'm trying to figure out, okay, why are people getting set up in certain positions? Now, when they're on the attacking third, it's like, okay, I kind of see it now. When they're more around like midfield or like their defensive, maybe not defensive third, but like at that end, defensive half, I'm trying to figure out where they're going, what they're looking for.
Well, actually, it was only yesterday I found a series of videos that might help with that, so I'll put them on Discord shortly. Someone, they put together some really good explanations on setups.
Okay, I definitely will watch that, reaction or not, because that's like my biggest thing with sports is like being able to understand like even just a bits of the inside out and stuff like that. Bits of strategy is like where I've always came in. I've always been big into strategy, regardless of what sport I play, how players move off ball, what direction you're trying to move on. Again, Geelong now kind of working around the middle, going to go ahead and do a quick turn and kick, but it's going to be a bit long. Was he going for he was trying to get it to the forward there, right?
He was going for a goal. He just lost a bit of balance, so couldn't get enough strength on the ball.
Go to some comments real quick. Blaze said, I'd maybe say Northern Territory is 60-40 AFL, but TV numbers say 60-40 NRL, so that's why I just say 50-50. Fair enough. Said no surfing mate. I was with my granddaughter, so we're in the okay. Man, well, Boro, you've been having a lot of great weekends with the family lately, man. That's awesome, man. I hope you've been enjoying that time. Blaze says, Boro, I didn't realize you were that old to have granddaughters. No, I did know you had a granddaughter. I lie. Does Vic even really have solid surfing spots? I know Taz does in WA, but most of our well-known breaks are Sydney upwards.
Look, obviously along the coast itself, Geelong, for example, is 50 mile south of Melbourne, and it's on the coast itself. And along that particular coast is some of the world's best surf beaches, and where a lot of the surf brands were developed. Rip Curl being an obvious one. Billabong, all of these great long-standing surf brands were all developed down there.
There we go. Geelong, first one to put some points on the board. Doink, doink, turkey's done.
Doink, doink, turkey's done.
Let's see. Boro, let's see. Yeah, Boro said, never tried surfing before. My knees are no good for surfing nowadays, so I guess I missed that boat. That's why I want to do it before it's too late. I feel that, man. Bella Beaches and Vic. Zach makes things up 24/7. I for sure do, but I make them up in style. That way you believe them. I'm not even 50 yet. I never said you were old, Boro. I never said you were old. You said that, not me.
I dream of being 50 again.
The dream. I feel like that's what everyone says. Like once you hit 30 and it's like, oh, I wish you're 40 years old. Oh, I wish I was 30 again. You hit 40. Oh, I wish I was 40 again as a 50-year-old. Now, Geelong working up that right side. Smith, they're going to have a good mark. That'll set them up for a good scoring opportunity.
This will be Dempsey, I think. This is one problem with Geelong side. They've got about 4 players who all look identical. They're all blonde, headbands, and you really struggle from a distance of picking out who is who.
Is that like a certain area thing where it's like they all just
no? I think
blonde
it's just
hair, or is okay.
Probably just
I
a
wasn't
Geelong
sure if
thing.
it was like a style thing, like how it was like in Cali, along the coast and everything for a while. It's like everyone dyed their hair blonde. Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Doink, doink, turkey's done.
There we go. I need to go ahead and grab the actual video clip of that. I keep forgetting about it. I need to do that before Friday. I know nobody else cares, but I think it's hilarious. Actually, it was funny enough, Sinbad. I was, right once I did the doink doink turkey thing, the movie thing, my cousin had texted me like 2 days later, and he doesn't watch the channel. He doesn't get on YouTube at all. He's not a YouTube guy. But he messaged me that he watched the movie, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, I just watched Employee of the Month." He goes, "That was me and his like movie whenever we lived together. We always watched that whenever we were after a night of drinks or whatever, and just laugh our asses off." And I was like, "Bro," I was like, "No way." I was like, "I just started talking about that the other day." So right now we already got 5 inside the 50 for Geelong. 95% of it has been in Geelong's favor. And Hawthorn is desperately looking for something here as they're bouncing through, working through that right side. It'll be gathered up for just a moment. Now slippering it through. Again, a little bit of chaotic mess here for Hawthorn. Trying to gather up their touches. Right foot from the left side. A chance for a possible mark. It will get gathered. Can he get the kick through? It will not. It's going to go behind. So what are some situations where you feel like they need to score from? Like how many meters out, like regardless of the situation, that just feels like it just has to go in.
Oh, geez. Look, at the end of the day, given how much practice they do from a position like this right now, you would expect that the player has the skill and the know-how and is practiced often enough to be able to nail this particular shot. Probably on the side of the boot that you're about to see. That doesn't mean it goes in. And obviously we've got a ground here, the MCG, where the wind does swirl around. So he's nailed that. But yeah, so on a day like today, you'll see that the wind will be swirling in a anti-clockwise direction around this ground.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean the wind has to factor a lot because I mean it feels like it's a pretty airy ball. Like it's not like the leather obviously I know it's not the official ball, but it just feels like the way that's round that the wind can really dictate the movement of the ball. It doesn't really pierce the wind like a thinner ball would. So like the wind has to go into a major effect.
Exactly right. But likewise, again, with practice, you can kick a spiral, kick a torpedo, and they can go a long way. In the right situation, even into the wind. So it's just the skill level and your ability to practice those particular kicking styles.
Mm-hmm. Burrow says, "I'm a young granddad." You're definitely a young granddad, man. Hey, look, love that stuff though, man. Maybe you can get to be young and see some great grandkids. I mean, I know you're probably not hoping for that, but hey, that's a great mark there.
Yep.
No, they're gonna. Okay.
Yep. Old man Gunston.
I always get confused because when they call like anything, they always when they whistle in, they point in the direction that it favors, which is opposite from like NFL and stuff like that. You get a whistle, they point in the direction of the person that caused the foul, that caused the penalty. That's or whatever. Yep. So this is a good opportunity here for Jack Gunston, and he'll go ahead and put that straight through. All right, look at that.
Turkey's done.
We got a gain 13-12. Let's go, baby.
Just quickly on the umpire thing, think of it as the umpire is holding the guy on the mark and he's directing the other player to where to stand. So he's pointing at the other player
what he's
saying,
pointing at.
yeah. So I'm holding the guy who's on the mark. I'm pointing to the guy who's going to kick.
Got it.
And he's going to kick over. Probably the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah, that makes sense. BKR says Victorians love a good mullet. They definitely do.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell that. Moro said, wow, that was a very nice goal. I'm always impressed with the goals from the sidelines. I mean, dude, there's such a tough angle, man. It's such a tough angle. It's hard not to be impressed by it.
Well, it's only been the last 10 or 15 years that all players have adopted this around the corner kick as opposed to try to kick it straight through. A Geelong player.
Before it used to be trying to get a straight shot rather than whipping it around.
Yep. A Geelong player. I'm trying to think of his name now. Someone out there might help me. Stevie. I just can't think of his surname. And that was his standard. And he got it. Yeah, he perfected it. And essentially everyone's just followed him since.
Well, I mean, it's funny. It's funny how the human, it's not just the body, it's the human mind works. It's once some person can accomplish something that people don't think that could be done, all of a sudden more people follow. I mean, it's the Steph Curry effect in basketball where, in some good and bad ways, because nobody's like Steph. Wow, that is an unfortunate mistake there for Hawthorn.
That's the pressure.
That's a terrible clearing kick, yeah.
Your man,
so
Sicily.
That's going to be another good opportunity for Geelong. Stop it. You don't have to mention that.
No, that's who it was. Look, even with that round the corner kick, even Mason Cox got one once. So that's how universal it is now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like one of my favorite motivational videos I used to watch. Big kick. It looks like it's going to be missed. Yeah. It's going to go wide left. It's going to be a behind. So it'll tie things up 13-all. Oh God, I can't remember the motivational speaker's name. It's been something, but he talks about the someone that ran in the Olympics at a certain speed and nobody thought it was be done. It was running a mile under 5 minutes or something like that. And they're like, it can never be done. It's not possible. Someone did it, and then 10 years down the line, all of a sudden, high school kids are doing it. You know, it's once you realize things are possible, your mind changes, man. Your body unlocks.
Well, if you look at the history of the 4-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Yep. Once it was broken, everybody broke it.
Yep. Said the best time to play at the MCG or AMMI park at NRL is when the Seagulls come out. So when who's BAL's favorite player? Steve Smith. Oh, good grab. Geelong's all over the place right now. You see me try to fix myself.
No, you're good. You're good. Look, it's early in the game. Again, given the reward that the win in this game provides, both teams are feeling the pressure. See, stupid mistake there.
Yeah.
So
it's like a great mark. You high fly. You're in the best positional place for the ball. You go ahead and make a silly mistake. They get away with one now, but Hawthorne is definitely on the more error side than what Geelong's has been so far. So, they're going to have to play a clean game. It's still just about 9 minutes in. Well, mark through the middle. They go ahead and do a quick play on, working it out thought about to the left.
But that's what we've talked about. It's a young team. They're prepared to take risks, show a bit of flair.
A little bit of freestyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
How you doing, Elaine? Welcome to the channel. Say hi. Hawks are good. Nah, the umps are paid. The umps are paid. That's crazy. Why do you think the umps are paid, Elaine? Welcome to the channel.
Yep, everybody believes.
Got to get in there. Oh, God. Got to get a stuff in that opportunity, and they make them pay.
The doink, doink, turkey's done.
That's a goal there for Geelong. They'll go back up 5. Patrick Dangerfield.
Dangerfield.
Is Danger.
As in Rodney. Quick story on this guy. Obviously, for those who know, he came over from Adelaide after a successful career over there. And in the last game that he played for Adelaide against Geelong, the rumours were rife. Everybody knew what was happening. And so he's taken a shot for goal in Adelaide colours at Geelong, and all the Geelong supporters are cheering him and clapping him because they knew what was coming the next year.
Mm,
It's a great bit of footage of the opposition clapping him home because they're aware of what was about
they
to
know
happen.
what they're getting next year. Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy.
He's from that area, so he was coming home as such.
Blaze said there's a reason free kick Hawthorne is a common phrase. All right, so explain that to me, SB. What's the story behind that?
Well, where do you go? Well, Hawthorn have certainly had the most success in the modern era. They've picked up, 11 flags in the last 40-something years, way more than everyone else. And, yeah, as a result, of course, it can't be because they're a good team. It's because they get help from the umpires. So that's the main reason behind it.
Is there some truth behind it? Are they really been helped that much, or is it just? I mean, we see that in other sports. So I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it?
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, if they've mastered the way to get the attention of the umpire and get a free kick, so be it. But it all works out. All the numbers crunched and it all works out. But yeah, look, again, for a team to be that successful for that long. A lot of people like to question the reasons why.
Yeah,
they do the same. They do the same with my beloved Collingwood as well. So whatever.
There you go. So you understand it. I got it.
All right.
So
either that, or
what are your?
I'm too old to argue anymore, and I just accept it and move on.
There you go. Hey, fair enough. So what are some I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. Oh, it's an opportunity, possibly. Nope. Good recovery there for Geelong. What are your more common questionable calls? Is it like, to me, from the things I've watched, it's been like your high hits and stuff. Is that where a lot of it comes from?
No, it'll be from holding the ball decisions, the holding the man, holding the ball. Look, they're the two decisions that have been argued since the game was invented, because it's very much up to the rule might say something, but then the umpire will interpret it whatever way, and the interpretations will change year after year after year, depending what the league is trying to fix up or iron out. So it's just it's one of those things that keep this game frustrating because there's no consistency, but it's very hard to. These days especially, it's very hard to have consistency when you have so many field umpires on the ground. And sometimes you have an umpire standing right in front of the play, but it's a guy 50 metres away who's made a decision because of what he saw. So fans get very frustrated. So
we are well, first I said BKR says starting up the Spooner stream, talk to after. Let's do an IPL game, you cat. Much love. Hey, appreciate you. Liz. Enjoy the stream. For me, holding the ball and kicking 15. What is kicking 15? I know what that is, but I can't remember what.
Okay, so obviously the margin of 15 metres that you have to kick a ball to allow it to be then paid a mark. And again, that's just it's a decision that the umpire to say, oh yeah, that's covered 15 metres. But has it? And some of them, we've all seen over the years kicks that are barely 10 metres that are paid a mark. Kicks that are more than 20 metres that aren't paid a mark because the umpire determines that it wasn't 15. So again, it's just because of the interpretations.
Gotcha.
So,
so I am having a little bit of issues at the moment.
Yep.
So shout out to our brother Mainstar. Mainstar allows me and Non to use his KO. But it looks like we've hit our maximum amount of people that can stream it. So I'm messaging Mainstar to see right now if there's a way for him to watch his Tigers without using KO. And so I'm currently going. It's the first time that we've had this issue, so I'm trying to send a direct message. So
okay.
The game calls are kind of all to you right now while I'm trying to work this out. Okay, he just saw the message, so I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
is this game on any other networks that I can find online?
Well, it will be on the 7 Plus channel. If you remember our discussions about that last year with the cricket. Yeah.
Is it just 7plus.com?
Yeah, .au, yeah.
Yeah, .com.au. Let me see if
it's It's point
Let me see if I
behind for
can-
behind at the moment, so you're not missing much. So
It's on.
The
Oh,
ball's
it's on.
going-
Wait, it's on FS1 tonight. Wait, I might actually be able to watch it on my phone.
okay,
Because actually they've been covering NRL over on my in the US lately. I don't know if they've been covering AFL, but let me look and see. Let me look and see. Because if it's on FS1, then it is possible.
that's ball. Hand
Oh,
over.
it is. It is. It is. It is. It is.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So if you need to tee up the time again, let us know.
All right. Let me.
Yes, it's ball's going end to end at the moment. No one's really got any
Okay.
ascendancy
So-
right now.
It's going to make me lag for a quick second, and then
That's
I'll
all
be right back. All right. So
You go for it.
give me a moment, guys. Yep.
Geelong trying to set up here, but they're all over the shop. Blissarves. Cameron.
How nice is that? That we're starting to get some more Australian sports here in the US. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely not something that's ever happened, like even from when I was younger, where you would have Australian sports. I mean, the most you'd probably get is, we get soccer every now and then from different parts of the world and stuff like that. But there was never a chance of getting AFL NRL. Like, this has to be within the last 4 years of our channel, which is man, it's sick. Yeah.
Well, we keep hearing of Americans who are watching, was it ESPN or Fox or whatever it was back in the 80s, and they would always say, "What's this strange sport that's on at all hours of the night?" It was AFL. VFL as it was back then, and yeah, they were just fascinated by this strange game that was played. And then obviously it all changed when other rights came through.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am sitting at 5:10 and counting. Where are you at?
5:15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Okay.
9. Stuck at 11.
Oh, I'm stuck at 11. I'm stuck at 11 too.
Okay.
So you actually can jump forward. So jump. I don't know what program you're using. Jump up like 15 seconds, and then let me know when the clock starts.
Okay.
And actually, and now that I'm not on a VPN, I actually can watch the game clearly and can see everything. So this is beautiful.
Righto. I'm going to stop at 4:45.
Okay. I'm
all right. I'm going to stop at 4:40. Bloody thing froze right then.
Okay, 4:40. Okay, perfect. I'm at 50, 49, 48, 47. Give us a second, guys. 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. All right. Cool. We're living life now. This is actually great. I'm actually very surprised this is happening. But we have AFL in the US. This is awesome. So I became a Richmond fan around 80, 88, 89. So what made you become a Richmond fan, Damon? Oh, were they championship years or what?
To be a Richmond fan?
Oh,
30 good years of nothing?
Oh, God. Oh, really? So it was a bad year is what you're telling me.
Oh, the bad years for Richmond.
What a specky. Wow,
what
a grab.
You got that audio cut yet?
No, damn it. I sure don't.
That's what you wanted for.
You DM'd me. I'm going to go find it. You DM'd it to me, right? I'm going to download it now. Since I'm not VPNing, I can actually do it.
But as I said, it's only the last 2 or 3 seconds you need of what I sent.
Yep.
There we have it. Yeah, so Geelong out to a 2-goal lead, but they've already done this so far this game. Hawthorn will come back at some stage, whether it's this quarter or earlier in the next. So far, the game is living up to what we'd like to see from these two clubs. Keep it close, and then hopefully we get a lot of tension, a lot of stress in the last 5 minutes of the game. Nothing better than a bit of tension, a bit of stress at the football.
Hey, we love that. I'm messaging back and forth with with Brad right now. He said, if it fucks you up, just let me know. I'll let you use my KO. I could possibly win big money and distress if I don't make too much.
Yeah, you're getting bumped up to first class the way things are going.
I know, right?
Oh, it's just amazing.
All right, good handball. Yeah, and actually I'm getting good quality now, which is nice. So now we're gonna go ahead and have a good mark here. And what is a semicircle? Is it 40 meters, right?
50. So
50 meters. This is like a 50 meter.
Originally, that particular line was introduced, I think mainly for television, just because it helped signify how far out the player is.
Something was, yeah. That makes sense.
But
he passes. Wow, so he's gonna push it up forward even closer. What a mistake there. We haven't seen much of a mistake by Geelong, but I think that's the first one. They were fully expecting
that's right.
Hawthorn to try and take a long one and caught him on their heels. So now we'll have Jack Gunston. This will be his third mark of the day, right?
Yep.
And with the right. Oh my!
I was going to say he missed.
Oh, you wanker! I'm getting that is I know BAL's in the building. That is crazy.
Of course, these days that 50-meter line is now used to incorporate what we call a 6-6-6 rule. 6 players from each club are required to stand in each separate zones, the 3 separate zones on the ground, every time a ball upper happens. Or a bounce. Sorry, not a ball up, a bounce. Send a bounce.
All right, so all you for a second while I cut up this sound real quick.
Yep, sure. Okay, Hawthorn to go again. Well, apologies to Jack Gunston. He's well in this game at the moment. Oh, Jesus.
No shot. He misses another?
Yep, even worse.
Oh, that should be 12. Yeah, he didn't get a behind on that. That's
Nothing.
Tough. That's tough.
He missed everything. Kicked it to his mum.
Oh, I didn't save that in the right file. Fuck.
Don't say fuck.
Let me get. I don't even know what I say. I don't even know what I saved it under. Hold up. I gotta find it. All right, there we go. I found it.
Yeah, free kick Hawthorn or free kick Paddy.
Wow. Let me know how loud this is in your Sinbad.
Yep.
About to put it in a second.
Approaching quarter time. Less than 2 goals in it.
Is that okay?
Loudness is okay.
Okay. All right. Keep it there then.
Everyone who knows that.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say everyone who knows that little bit of audio will know what it's for.
There we go.
Oh, that's all they're going to call him.
Oh,
he's lucky. Thought they'd call him holding the ball there.
Let's see. We can go back to some comments there. What up, Maystar? How we doing, man? Said could have picked a better shirt, Sinbad. He could have picked. He could have been a shirt that was more the color red and white. Don't you think? You got the white right.
Where's your red and white shirt, Zach?
I don't think it's too big for me.
Doesn't matter. Where is a frock? Yeah, that was an interesting decision there from the umpire. I thought they might have played holding the ball there, given how long it took him to get to the post. Here we are.
There we go. We'll throw that nightgown on.
There you go.
We'll throw that nightgown on. Yes. Motherfucker didn't even take the tags off it yet. Well, she wants to keep it pristine. She wore it that day. I know, that bastard.
Should have worn it to Mardi Gras.
That would have been hilarious. Oh, could that be a penalty there? Yeah, it has to be, right? Interfering with the kick? Why is the Hawthorn? This is some things I get mad. Why is the Hawthorn player pissed off about this situation? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm sorry. A Hawthorn player should be mad. So that's a penalty on Geelong right there. So that's 15 yard. That's 15 extra is what they get for something like that for interfering with the free kick.
Well, it would have been 50 metres, but not paid there.
Okay.
As I said before, it's free kick Hawthorn is a common one. Free kick Paddy is another one. He's the player who the Geelong player who bumped into him. There he is now on screen.
David said shanked it. He definitely did. Could have. Let's see. Most games I watched that have had high wind issues were pure chaos. I'm all in for chaos, man. Let's see some of that.
Well, just quickly.
Get timed out 4 times this quarter like BKR did me? I don't think can I actually time you out? I don't know if. Oh yeah, I can. I can time you out. Here you go. Boom. May start timed out.
Good. That'll do. He can afford to buy it back. No, the Hawthorn style that you've grown to love recently, probably introduced by Richmond. Others might want to argue this, but introduced by Richmond 8 years ago that saw them win 3 flags with a similar style, just haphazard, go forward at all costs, to run the opposition ragged, to run the opposition's defences ragged, and it's a game style that seems to work for some clubs. Collingwood also used it 2 years ago. Very much.
Is it just a hustle thing? Is it just a matter of you're wrapping them back and forth, left and right, and stuff like that? So you're just trying to wear them down?
Well, no, it's not so much that. It's more just push the ball forward at all costs, but then have another stream of players up following up behind, ready for any rebound that comes. Because the rebound itself may just be a punch forward rather than anybody taking possession and actually delivering the ball.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's quite common for teams that maybe don't have any big forwards to take marks, and that was certainly the case with Richmond at the time. They had a lack of big forwards, so instead they played to their small forwards.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stats. Loading up. Yeah, it is. All right. So it's 29-18. To be honest, it should be closer. I mean, I think that if you're the Hawks right now, I mean, I'm not saying you're feeling great, but you feel like you should at least have one more goal, if not 2, on the board. Yeah. And should be closer to tied. So, I mean, missed opportunities for Hawthorn has been the biggest thing. I feel like Geelong has been more centered, more down to earth through this play. They've taken advantage of the opportunities, scored off them, and have disrupted what the Hawks want to do. So we'll see what we get out of this second quarter.
But yeah, 11 behinds in the first quarter. That's a lot of pressure from both clubs. So again, it's been a good game to watch so far.
Absolutely. What up, NT? How you doing, man? Say hey, Zach. Missed you. I missed you too, NT. Sorry again. I didn't make a live stream for it. We were supposed to do the IPL game this Saturday, LSG and R with Blaze. Unfortunately, I was feeling sick that day, and so I had to cancel it. But it's definitely good to be back. We definitely will be having a lot of live streams coming up. There is a possibility that the IPL live streams are going to become a little bit slower. It's looking like I'm going to get a job cutting some grass and stuff like that. So I got to figure out what that schedule is going to be like, but we're going to work things out and get through it as we always do. But how you been, NT? That a punch from behind doesn't sound good. I mean, Mesa, you ever heard of double fisting? It's our favorite thing to do on this channel. It's 2 punches from behind.
It's odd phrase for streaming 2 games, but anyway.
No. I think it's completely fine. It's completely normal.
Completely normal.
So out of this first quarter, what are some things that you have seen for both teams? Like what is your observations? Well,
apart from Gunston missing some bloody very simple shots. Now, again, as I said, it's just the pressure. Both teams are sizing each other up. They're both playing on at all costs rather than try to slow the game down as yet. We might see some of that in the second quarter. If one team starts to get ahead, then they might try to change the speed of the game and slow down to a kick and mark game. But if they can stay like this, it'll make for a good game.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we're seeing some things here that it looks like it's a charity event for pancreatic cancer. I guess is that a thing that goes on throughout for the Easter Monday game?
Throughout the whole season, there'll be all sorts of charitable events. Like again for next week for Anzac Day, there'll be a lot of fundraising for veterans and service people. And then all through the year, there's all sorts of nominated charities or events, whether it be violence against women. There'll be a particular round.
Well, I like that. I like how that's like nationalized. I mean, we have a couple of those things like through American sports, but most of that stuff is more contained within whoever the hosting stadium is. So like one thing last year that was a big one that actually brought together New Orleans Saints and Atlanta Falcons fans together, which was the fight for ALS. For those that don't know, Steve Gleason is a Saints player who had probably the most important play. Some will argue the second most important play in our history of our team. It was the first game back, coming back from Katrina, playing inside the Superdome. It was very emotional. There are people in the world of the NFL that believe that that is the best game of football that they have ever watched, for the sole fact of the emotion that came along with it, being displaced, being dishomed for multiple years leading up to that game. Steve Gleason blocked the punt on the first drive, led to a score. And later on in his life, he was diagnosed with ALS. And there was another similar story with the Atlanta Falcons player, and they did a big fundraiser for both all Atlanta Falcons versus Saints games. And it was probably the one time I've ever seen Saints fans and Falcons fans actually come together for a cause. And it was absolutely beautiful, man. So you love a good fundraiser, a good way to just bring the community together to fight something, especially something like cancer, that we can all agree wholeheartedly, and no excuse of my language, fuck cancer. So
precisely.
Definitely love that.
A similar one, mid-year, there'll be a game between Collingwood and Melbourne to raise money for motor neurone disease. There's a particular player, Neil Danaher, or player and coach, who is somehow still alive. Sadly, he should have passed away years ago, but he's still going. And these two clubs put on this massive game. There's a mountain of fundraising. They're selling beanies and all sorts of business to raise funds for that particular
Geelong. Yeah. You love to see that, man. Look, find a foundation. We have a foundation that we support here on the channel. I actually don't know if our link works anymore, but we support No Kids Hungry. If the link does work, looks like it might not work. Oh, it looks like it's not even Streamlabs or Stream Elements isn't working for people right now. But find a fundraiser that you love. Take some of your hard-earned dollars to help make somebody else's life easier, man. It's a great feeling. And wow, what a big mistake there for Geelong. An opportunity to go ahead and go up another 6. But now getting a rebound, mistake again by the Hawthorns, and they're going to go ahead and swing that in. Does it go through? And it does.
The doink,
Turkey's done. NT said, take your time, brother. I appreciate that, man. Much love to you guys. Damon said, I would have thought Dangerfield would have retired by now. Rodney Dangerfield he is retired? Well, huh? ¿Qué pasa? Boro said, I've cut grass in the dark before. I don't want to ask no questions. I'll leave that at that, Boro.
Not going there, Boro. Not going there.
Not going there. And then Mesa said, fuck cancer. I agree. I think everybody can agree with that. I don't think anyone has a single doubt about that one.
And Main Star, to celebrate your small wager last night. Go, Oscar.
There we go. Come on, man. Come on. Was everybody in Australia? So that's the only Australian driver right now is Oscar Piastri?
No, there's a second one. Jack Doohan.
Jack Doohan. Okay.
Okay,
all right.
time for
So
Hawthorn to fight
after
back.
a bunch of chaos, a little drop ball.
Max Holmes.
Now Geelong, a great opportunity. That's another great mark opportunity. Will they reward it? They will.
Dangerfield again.
Geelong, chance to run away with it. What is it about the Hawks that you feel like is missing right now? I mean, outside of possibly some confidence after some poor misses.
No, this will be just momentum swings in the game. 4-goal margin for these two clubs is nothing.
Got it.
I anticipate Hawthorn will come back. Doesn't mean they will. I just anticipate they will.
And there we go.
The doink turkey's done.
There it is. Look, hey, and don't forget to throw in a Ric Flair woo with it. WrestleMania.
It was only a couple of weeks ago that they were on top of the ladder undefeated.
Yeah,
sorry?
Very true. I was mentioning Ric Flair. I said we just had WrestleMania. Just happened a couple hours ago.
Yep.
So very exciting stuff. Pressure defense by the Cats. Okay, so that's what you think the big issue is, Damien. You think the deep pressure defense by the Cats is rattling them a bit. Maysar said, thanks, Maine. Duhan came last. I got to leave you to brilliant people to watch the Tigers play. Maysar, keep us updated on the score when you get a chance, man.
No, you don't. You can stay right here.
I thought Patrick Dangerfield was retiring last season. Was he supposed to retire or expected to retire then?
He won't retire. He's probably got another 3 years in him the way he's going.
Wow.
If they manage him well, he'll keep going.
All right. And I'm going to give some chair time.
Enjoy. Here we go. Watson. Goal. Here come the Hawks. So, yeah. So, this is what I'm always anticipating with these two. One might get away. The other will come back. What was it, 2013? I think was the only time I've had the pleasure of going to one of these Easter Monday games. And it was like that. Hawthorn, I think, had a big lead, and Geelong came storming back and ultimately won the game.
Parramatta lead 2-0. Thank you for the update, Boro. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like the team that I'm hoping that wins use the restroom. If I'm not live streaming and I'm just watching this with some friends at the house, I'm now stuck into the bathroom until things happen. Does anyone else like big superstitious like this? I remember, man, there was one game. It was back in 2016, I believe. We were watching New Orleans Saints play. I can't remember who we were going up against, but a friend of mine at the time had stepped away to go use the restroom, and while that person was using the restroom, we got an interception or whatever, and got good position to score. And the person tried to come out the restroom. We told them no, and they were like, "Nope, you have to sit in the restroom until something bad happens." It's just kind of how we always rolled. It's like, it's either if you had to step away during the game, well, that's just unfortunate. You should have waited for a timeout because if something good happens, you're stuck wherever you're at. We've had people stuck in cars. We've had people on the phone with somebody. And we're like, yep, you can't get off the phone with them. I don't care what they're working on or what. Tell them to put that shit on mute and set their phone to the side. You gotta stay. But now Hawks trying to go ahead and push something forward. Could have got a handball there to 28. I'm surprised he doesn't try to risk that there because 28 is on the free.
Zach, what you've just said there actually sums up Test cricket. There's long-held superstitions for people. Do not get out of your chair. A wicket will fall. Do not get out of your chair. Mm-hmm. Something else will happen. You stay and you watch that game start to finish.
So I never changed my undies when my team's on a winning streak, but damn, Laura, you must have been stanking for a couple weeks then earlier this season. But I'm glad you were able to wash them after last week. Looney, what up, Looney? How you doing? So what's up, buddy? Hello, how you doing, Looney? Welcome to the channel. Much love to you. Who you got in this game, Looney? Hawks or Cats? Now Geelong, easy mark taken. That's just
Jeremy
poor
Cameron.
defense on that back line. It's just poor defense on that back line.
Yeah. They're watching the ball, not watching where his player was.
So let me ask you this, Sinbad. What about AFL that excites you, that like has led you to being a fan of it for 100 years that you've been old?
Exactly right. Okay, one, living in Melbourne my whole life, so it's not as if I've lived in Sydney or Brisbane and been brainwashed with their stupidity. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, it's where you live, it's where you're brought up, it's what you know. And as the Barassi line video will explain, back in those days, other sports did not get coverage. NRL was, a 2-inch column, 10 pages back in your sports section, and it was just the scores, no idea of anything else apart from the who won. European soccer was, one game a week at midnight. American sports, didn't exist. You didn't know they exist. So you're brought up on what you know.
But like all that all makes sense. But like what about it? Like when you watch the game that just gets you,
okay.
There's a lot of moments, but like anything specific that just gets you on your toes. It's just like God, like man, this is one of the greatest sports in the world.
Okay, as I've explained, because I have this love of hurling, as I've explained before, it's the same thing. It's non-stop. It's ongoing. There's no waiting for 2-minute timeouts. There's no just watching two players kick it back to each other in the defensive zone, just waiting for something to happen. In this, there's always something happening. It does not stop. And another thing that I've always been a big advocate for is the fact that anybody can play this game. You do not have to be fast. You do not have to be tall. If you've got attributes that can be applied to this game, you will get a game. A current player, Tom Liberatore, he's a little bit like that, but his dad was actually even more so. His dad was slow, short, but he was probably the strongest man in the game. And his ability to tackle and hold a player down was amazing. And as a result, it just proves that, anybody can play this game if you've got something to bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that goes. Oh God, that's such a bad kick. It was such a great opportunity running there for Hawthorn. Yeah, I mean, I guess that does make sense. I never really thought about it from that perspective. Where because I mean, how many players do you have on the field at all times? What?
18 each team.
18, yeah, 18 each team. So everyone has a role. So like you said, whether you're stupid athletic, stupid fast, jump stupid high, and stuff like that, you have a place. But if you are just able to control the grounds, if you have great vision of the field, if you're able to go ahead and make 20, 30 meter kicks or whatever consistently, there's a place for you. So like it really opens up the field of I feel like I'm rambling, but it opens up what can be done, that anyone can play. So that does make sense.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, a player in this game, Patrick Dangerfield, who we mentioned several times, he's the deemed the perfect mold of a footballer. 6'3", 6'4", fast, can kick, do everything. But you can't win this game with 18 Patrick Dangerfields on the ground. You need ruckman. You need small, ultra-fast players. You need a whole variety. You need people to do the dirty work. You need everybody to do something.
And I'll access to everybody in the chat, guys. What is it about AFL that you feel like makes it the greatest sport in the world? Like, why is it your favorite? Why is it a sport that you do not want to miss a match? Test games thought wickets don't fall as quick unless you do I not know what that word is? SUSSEX?
Sussex.
Sussex? What does that mean?
Well,
I've never heard of that used ever.
It's a place in England, but we'll try to work out the context later.
All right, okay, fair enough. Looney says, "Is PSL the poor man's cricket league?" Look, I'm not one to judge. I mean, like, if anything, the MLC is the poor man's cricket league. So, like, I'm not one to judge. Good day, all. What up, Double? How you doing, man? Double D's in the building said, "Way this season's been Looney." Yes, laugh aloud. Hey, I'm just noticing something. Do they still have runners in the AFL?
Runners, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to have people who run out with the coach's messages, but they're only allowed on there for a few seconds. Got to get off again.
Okay, so there'd be basically people on the bench that come out and just like transfer information since there's no timeouts, no stoppages. Okay,
that's right. No timeout, no stoppages. It might be a position change. We want you to go forward, or you to pick up this player, and that's it. Get the message delivered and get off.
If we're to see one, can you point that out to me? Is it someone in jersey, or is it someone in like training gear?
Yeah, it'll be someone in training gear.
Okay. Kind of, I guess. Well, not similar, but like kind of similar with how like NRL, they have some type of training person that comes off right behind them, and they can come in and like do a quick evaluation or do something like that. It's just someone in like a high vis suit or whatever, and they
similar to a water boy. Just it's much the same situation.
Fair enough. Yes, still 2-0. Thanks for your update. 3 going to go and report the marks. The marks is what makes it great. I agree with that. That was the first thing that caught my attention was the marks.
It certainly freaks out a lot of Americans that players are allowed to jump on each other like that.
Oh no, it definitely did. It definitely did. It made it like I think it wasn't the freak out that it was for me when we first started watching it. It was more of how do you practice it? Because it is such a dangerous, or it can be such a dangerous technique. It's like, how do you practice it? Where now Geelong, they get a big push forward, trying to get a mark inside, and again, defense just not there for Hawthorn.
Yep, Shannon Neal.
But yeah, I think the first thing that like grabbed my attention where it is the fact that it is like organized chaos, and I've said this, but it's way more chaotic than what the NBA is, especially nowadays. But that very quick, fast pace type of play where you're kind of running up, and like everything all happens at once. So it's like there's things you're not going to notice unless you know exactly what you're looking for, whether it's like some type of run over or some type of lap, wrapping around a player, whether it's what players are doing off ball and everything like that. You don't really see that through highlights unless you actually play. So like I really enjoyed that. I like the chaoticness of it, but now I see the point where people that don't watch the NBA are like, yeah, the NBA sucks, because I understand the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't understand the AFL yet. So I can't pick up these little pin markers that are like, okay, why are they there? Like, how did this happen? How did this person get free? Because the field is so big. With the NBA, at least it's only, I think it's like 20 yards long. Yeah. So it's like you still see the off-ball movement, but you don't really see it while you're watching the game. You just have to know because you played it.
Well, again, you saw this ground 4 months ago, but it was at Boxing Day.
Yeah.
For the cricket. So you know how big that field is. The same field, same location. And of course, we've got the space here compared to some places who can't squeeze in a sporting ground. We've got the room.
I feel like because of the chaoticness and stuff like that, because the chaoticness has been one of the harder sports for us, for me to understand. Yeah. The like depths of it for that exact reason, because I feel like you can't really understand it watching it. You can get a general grasp, which I feel like I have a very, very minimal general grasp of it, but I have no idea. Like right now, where we're sitting here, we're zoomed in on the center of the field. I have no idea what's actually going on this far left or that far right side that's opening things up, and I feel like that's where I start getting lost at.
Well, all right, look at it this way. You're starting to get an understanding of rugby league. Think of rugby league where instead of just running and then the odd pass that goes supposedly backwards, The fact that they're kicking the ball forwards, not having to run it the whole time. They're handballing the ball forwards or backwards. So the desire to still run the ball downfield, but it might be kicked down. It might be handballed to someone else to do the running. So it's just a variety of ways to move the ball.
So first off, thanks for subscribing. Sam, much love to you. What up, Michael? How you doing, man? Hey, Michael, I see you with the membership. My guy, much love to you, brother. Said the variety of skills that are required to play, marking ability, foot skills, vision, creativity, courage, and speed. Yeah, exactly. And like, I 100% agree with that. It's all of that plus more. We call in the NFL when you look at film studies an all 22. I would love to see an all 22. It obviously be an all what's that number 36, where it's a full panoramic view where you see everything that's going on in the field. That way I could like see like what the runs are. Cause like when I played soccer and I'm looking at stuff, I mean, there's like different movements of like why we transition up in certain moments, why we transition back, why we swap over from left side to right side or left to middle, whatever it may be. And so I want to be able to see that. And I don't think this is the sport. I'll never get that unless I play it. And I think that's been the hardest thing is that unless I play it, I'm not going to be able to see it.
The other thing you might get some advantage from then is the watching KO, the various football shows that are on dissecting the game for whatever reason. And a lot of them will use camera angles from goal to goal rather than side to side. And it might give you, and they're looking at things like that. They're looking at the way the ball was transitioned. They're looking at the way players were leading. And a lot of the fact that they do what we call false leads, trying to distract the team one direction while the real target is going in a different direction, which is probably NFL.
That might actually be something that's worth watching. Yeah, that is similar to NFL. I mean, NFL, although it does feel it is obviously a much slower game than this, but it's a slower game just in sports in general. A lot of it is about deception. Yeah. And so like I never would have thought of AFL as a deception sport. I would think it's more like full speed. Like NBA is not very much deception, but that's because the field is so tiny. So there's not much deception you can do because you can just crowd. But with the field being so open, there's wow, that's a bit, no way why are you getting a free kick there?
Simply because his attention was on the man, not the ball.
Okay. 06 Para, what up, NM? How you doing? Said yo. Damon said the errors are starting to rack up for the Hawks. Yeah, they're starting to struggle a bit right now. They're playing desperate at the moment. Adam Simpson, former coach, does some great breakdowns. Double, are you in the Discord? Double? I can't remember. If you aren't, I know sometimes it's a pain in the ass to go and download another app or anything like that. Could you join it and send some videos in either the React recommendations or just the AFL channel and send us some of those Adam Simpson breakdowns? I would love to be able to watch some of that.
Adam Simpson was the coach at West Coast when they won the grand final against my beloved team in 2018.
That's a big ball. Wow, look at that. I had to use it because I haven't used it yet. We got to score this, right? You gotta look. It wasn't a great specky, but this has to be used for a goal opportunity, right? You can't not take advantage of being inside 50 meters. I mean, this is probably what a 40 meter mark.
You can imagine the thoughts going through his head given what he's missed so far today. So let's see what happens. That's better. That's much better. If only you would have made 2 more of those earlier, we'd be in a much better situation. Doink, turkey's done. It's still an early game too. That's the thing. What's that? 3 goals? 3 goals. Yeah, 3 goals to put him in front. Plenty of time. Remember, this is a 2.5 hour game. There's lots of time in this game yet.
Double said I am, but not today. We'll do. Okay, yeah, no worries, man. No rush. What's your Discord name in our Discord, Double? If you're in already. Yeah, I
What you
feel
were saying before.
like yes, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Yes.
No, go on.
No.
What you were saying before about you didn't see this game as deception. That's a significant part of the game. Bluffing players into what you're about to do with dodging around them, showing the ball, going the other way. Yeah, it's what so much of the game is about, especially later in the game as players get tired and their ability to react is gone.
That makes sense. Oh, good tackle. Oh, wow. All right. Opportunity here. Can we get one? Is bouncing
well done,
around
Watson.
that high
There he
third
is.
bounce.
Chol.
Yeah. Feed him. Yep. Easy. Clean work.
That's your man Gunston. He's doing well.
The guy that just fielded the mark as well. He was a guy that he didn't put up a lot of points because after watching that first week, I was like, man, I really liked what he did. I don't know how he does in general, but he always seems to be around the ball.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the kicker, I have no idea, but he always seems to be in the right place at the right time, at least in that first game I watched, which was way back in round 1. Oh, yeah, we got a little stitches action going on. So the guys that are running in, is that those guys that are running with the pink visor?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. It's a medical team. You got a physio.
He's cut up on the chin too.
But there'll be separate guys with those messages from the coach.
So whenever players have to go out because of blood or something, is there a limit on substitutions? Are they allowed to come?
Yeah,
okay. So how does that work? There's
a limit of 80 substitutions per game for each team. And that's very strongly policed. It used to be open, and players were going on and off constantly. But they've got this limit of 80 now.
The doink turkey's done.
And we're down to 2-goal game.
Let's add the rule. Don't forget it. Oh, I just realized I had it on the screen the whole time, guys. Someone has to fuss at me. I didn't realize that was up there. I'm sorry. Geez, I had that damn graphic up for probably the last 30 minutes of us talking. I'm an asshole. The one gripe I have about awarding marks are the ones that are going backwards. I think they shouldn't be awarded and be played on. What does Damon mean by that, Sinbad?
Sorry, what is the comment again?
The one gripe I have about awarding marks are the ones that are going backwards. I think they shouldn't be awarded and be played on.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying a backward kick?
Yeah, the backward kick and a mark. Look, there's a bit of conjecture about that. It was a significant issue that began about 20 years ago with teams being too defensive. The game was starting to get a bit dull because all it was defense. But it's since been fixed up. So I wouldn't go changing the game any further.
Hawthorn, inside of it, can you kick on? Bounce
sideways. It bounced sideways.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
That's all right.
So,
it was
they felt like it slowed the game down. Basically, it was like they rewarded mark backwards.
The score you see right now would have been a full-time score, and it was the scoring had just disappeared from the game. Your Swans were a big part of it back in the mid 2000s. As were in many clubs, but again, as I said, that's all changed. It's not the scoring still hasn't returned to the good old days, but it's okay for the moment. And we're sick to death of rule changes, so don't touch it. Let it go.
I can only imagine. Em said it's upon the broadcasting team to make a game simple for the viewers or make it complicated. I wouldn't say not the broadcasting team. It's not about the broadcasting team. It's your higher ups that run it, but I get what you mean. Or more along in the defending zone. I got you, Damon. Linked one in the AFL chat. Tagged Arvis. Thank you, Double. Appreciate that, man. 80. Wow. 6-all here now. Oh, 6-all. Okay. Wow. Thank you for update, Boro. That Clarko is responsible for so many rule changes. 100% agree. They change rules and create 3 more issues every single time.
Yep. They don't foresee what the players and coaches are going to do.
Now, by the way, 39-49. They had a chance to go ahead and bring within a score, but Hawthorn is the first time that we've seen contest possession being owned over on this attacking third of Hawthorne. So we're starting to see a little bit of motivation push forward. We got about 3.5 minutes to go in this second quarter, the final bit of the half. And again, Hawk still in a good spot. He's going to go ahead and just send one boot wise to the middle. And so the kicks like that towards he's just booting it to the middle blind. It's just because you expect the player to be there. So it's just to give an opportunity.
That's right. Exactly. It's a chance.
Okay.
You take that chance.
So let's hope that chance doesn't allow a big counter here by Geelong. Geelong, big kick from the right side up towards the middle. Good defending. Wish could have grabbed it. Good handball. And now working up to the left side. Good gather there by 23. Another good one. Go ahead. Mark just outside 50. They're going to try and play on. I can't believe they awarded the play on there. He took so much time. He took so much time that the players weren't ready for it. Yeah. So now we're going to have a tough angle. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that should have been whistled dead.
What you'll find too is obviously this is approaching half time, so it's obviously only 2 minutes to go in this half. Players are getting tired.
Of course.
So it doesn't surprise me that Hawthorn's coming back at this point because, Geelong may well be starting to tire a bit at the moment. They'll probably appreciate the halftime break.
Yeah. Come out third, feeling good.
Yep. And
he got that. No, he missed it. He missed left. Damn, that camera angle fucked me up bad. All right, 40-49.
The crowd behind you was your giveaway.
Yeah. 23 almost failed to bounce. I haven't seen many failed to bounces yet.
Yeah, they're not common. Most players know how the rule works.
Also, it's a contest after contest, whether it's a marking contest or a ground level contest or a ruck contest. I'm not mad at that, Michael. I'm not mad. Yeah, it's a very good point as well. That's a great mark. It's just a high mark, not very high contested, but he had a high point the ball. Do y'all call that the same thing? Oh, that's a whiff. Oh, that's one that could have been a game differential right there. What is the whistle here? Why?
Hawthorn player left holding the ball. He didn't dispose of it properly. So he's holding it. There it is. He let go of it. So if he got his foot on it.
He couldn't punch it.
Yeah, he's trying to handball it. Couldn't. If he got his foot on it as it was falling, he'd be fine, but he didn't.
Well, Geelong got away with one right there after that missed mark. That's for sure. So this is huge. You go up here. This puts you up, 15?
That's it. But there'll still be 40 seconds left, so there'll be time. He missed it. Oh.
He missed it? Oh, my goodness. Did you watch any recent IPL games in them? I have not in them. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not. I have the ability to watch some minis. They don't have all of them on KO. I have this past weekend I've been sick. So that's kind of messed a couple things up. But with the holidays, and I'm working on a big edited video for the big interview that we have with Charles Davis from college football from CBS. I've been working on a lot of that, so I haven't really been as locked in as I was before. Is that an early hit, like a deflect, like a? No, it's gonna be on Geelong. What is that?
Okay, so the ball. Yeah, the ball took an odd bounce, and the Geelong player, in his efforts to get to the ball, took the Hawthorn player out.
Oh, okay.
5 seconds left. Yep, that's about it, I'd say.
What are we talking about now? How could players get tired when you have 80 subs a game? What's the average amount of miles that a player runs in the AFL?
Yeah, 15. No, 15K, so, 10 mile. And that's everybody, not just the short runners. It's all everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10 miles, yeah. Yeah, I think a 5K is 3.2 something. Yeah, so 10 miles. Yeah, that'll do.
I'm going to give you chair time for a minute.
Oh, I get chair time? Oh, hold up.
You get chair time? I'll be right back.
Y'all get Sinbad chair time for the first time. Everybody, chair. All hail the chair. All hail the chair. I need every single person in the chat to just spam either a chair emote or just type in the word chair. Like, I don't care if you type it in a million times. I don't care. Just do it. Just type in chair, 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 enter, chair, enter, chair, enter. I don't care. Type it in. Type it in. Don't you like to? That's crazy in him. I heard CSK is the first team laying from play. Shut up, Damon. You know what, Damon? You just got your first shut up. Have you gotten to shut up on this channel yet, Damon? You getting one now? Shut up. Shut up, Damon. Double said was paid for dumping Luke Bruce after he handballed it. Free was paid downfield. I got you. Nine. Like, I'm really upset that I haven't seen a single chair comment yet, and honestly, I'm starting to feel like y'all just bullied me about chair. Okay, now I finally got Boro getting in on it. Okay. Rajasthan opened their innings with a 14-year-old. Oh wow, what the hell? Gotta say, good work by your co-commentator. Yeah, no, hey, Sinbad's a G, man. Sinbad's a G. Much love to Sinbad. Sinbad is one that's opened up this sport to me. We obviously did a couple things before this, but Sinbad has been the one that's been helping educate me and how to watch CFL, how to understand different things like that. Man, he's an OG, man. Much love to my guy Sinbad, but also Sinbad chair. Yeah. Cheers, Sinbad, for sure, man, for sure. Like, and this is the thing, what we all, let me go ahead and take Sinbad off the main thing of trying to like make it look like a jackass. Like, we want to learn the sport. So like, we obviously learn a little bit of things when it comes to, our reaction and stuff and people like commenting and different things like that. And from the chat, explain certain situations, but because we're not fully synced, we aren't always able to ask specific questions of things that happen, especially with a game like AFL where things happen so quickly. So, I appreciate Sinbad being able to break some of these things down for us, and it'll probably take a little bit of time. It won't. This is our first year watching AFL. I know for the NRL, it took about a year and a half to be able to really get locked in and understand the majority of that's going on. I feel like with the pace of the AFL, it's going to take a little bit longer. So just be patient with us. And, we're just hoping to enjoy some games. Thank you, Boro. 10-6 Tigers, up the Tigers. Do we need to go pop over to, to BKR just for a second? I think we should. We're going to pop over to BKR just for a second. Let's go ahead. Hey guys, exclamation point BKR, and go check out his channel, and just go talk some shit about him. I don't know what. Be nice.
And the Eels will be at the 35.
Make sure you vote on the poll and put West Tigers.
I've got 5 years to do the impossible, then. Nothing's impossible, man. If you're good enough at 40, they'll put you in. But you just have to be good enough at 40. Kick through, and Dream Buller will grab the ball at the 5. Gabe Bird 28. Well, there you go. Penalty to the Eels. Oh, big penalty here. 10 meters away. 9 minutes to go in the first half, and the Eels will have a penalty 10 meters out here on the line. Our greatest hooker is James Seguiaro. What does James Seguiaro have to do with absolutely anything?
There you go. Nothing is possible unless you're playing the Tigers.
Played about 250 games in
this guy can talk underwater.
Oh, he can, bro.
There's nothing is impossible. Tigers, up the Tigers.
Good luck to him.
Yeah. It's impossible. No one would have thought 3 wooden spoons in a row was possible. Real fan sports. For every other Tigers fan, I'm sorry, but I do need to slap Zach because he talks a lot of shit for them that won 3 wooden spoons.
Hey, I don't think I've ever met anyone that can talk more than me and Non until I met Blaze. Blaze is my guy. Hey, make sure if you go check out Blaze, go subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button just like I did. That's my guy. Blaze. He's going to join us from IPL. Those that are tuning in for IPL streams, he's planning on doing the next IPL game we covered. We were supposed to do one this past Saturday. But much love to my guy. All right, I'm not going to keep blowing up y'all's ears with his stuff. But that's my guy. It's a tough game to learn, in my opinion, from afar. It really pays to see a game live, as you do get to see the whole field. Yeah, and that's where I was like coming at with the all 22 of what the college sports is, which 22 is all that means is you get to see the whole entire field as if you are a player doing film study. And that's really helpful to understand like why certain things happen later on in the field. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time. But all right, let's go ahead and go through some halftime stuff real quick. Obviously 50-40. I mean, Geelong feels like there was a point where they could have kind of ran away with it. It was a good little push there from the Hawks. As we know with the AFL, the tempo and everything like that, it could have been a thing of Geelong saving. Do you feel like it's a thing where Geelong was just trying to save some energy? They felt comfortable with their lead, so they were just kind of holding back a little bit? Or do you think Hawks have some momentum that they could take into the second half?
Well, what we said exactly at quarter time, Gunston's couple of misses would have, if he'd converted, would have seen Hawthorn level or in front. Nothing's changed. Absolutely nothing's changed. They're still the same margin down. So we'll go into the third quarter with the idea that, effectively, both teams have had their opportunity to not control the game, but be ahead in the game. But it is what it is at the moment, 10-point lead. If the game continues as it is, we're going to see another close finish. Hawthorn, they've shown in that last 5 minutes they're still in this game. They've got all the pace, they've got all that ability to push themselves into the game and create a score out of nothing. Whereas Geelong is still your very good traditional style of play. This is anyone's game. Very happy where the game's at the moment.
For sure. All right, so let me ask some questions. Okay, well, I didn't even they actually tell you. Man, that's so new to me because I haven't been on here. So they actually show you what their fantasy points are? Is that for
okay?
That's not for
that's for the AFL fantasy game as opposed to Supercoach.
Got it. Okay. So no high scores yet for that.
Well, again, as I said, it's a very different scoring system. It's purely based on the actual disposal, whether they're of value or not.
Right.
Whereas Supercoaches is very much, and what else did that possession then do? What happened as a result of that possession?
All right. So then we get ranks of goals, behinds, disposals, kicks, handballs, marks, tackles. I didn't know I never put my mouse over this. What's a hit out? Is that just simply
for the ruckman? The tap out at the ruck contest, the bounce or around the ground when there were two ruckmen that were required to, do a tap.
Okay.
Like in basketball.
Okay. All right. Clearances. That's just defense. That's a defensive stat. MG meters gained, goal assist, and then time on ground. So that's just how long they've been out there.
Yeah, so again, you'll see most of them will be somewhere in the region of 85 to 90%. You'll notice some players will be very close to 100%, and they will be normally your key forwards or key defenders, the taller players who, generally will stay on the ground the whole time. Your ruckman will go on and off constantly because they're required to run around the whole of the ground, and so they'll get substituted off, give someone else a chance to do the ruck duties while they take a rest. And, of course, all your small running players, they're constantly interchanging on and off.
Let's see. Let me go back to some comments real quick. See, it's a big if, Hawks can control the ball movement more, they should win this. However, Cats are one of the great sides that scores from turnovers, and they are forcing the Hawks errors. Boro said 10-all with 6 minutes till half. Thank you for the update, Boro. Double said, I think these two are the top 4 sides, Briz, Collingwood, and the other two.
Yep, fair chance.
Feel about that?
Fair chance.
Yeah. Damon said, no, what did he finish with on his debut? Okay. What up? Smithy said, Power, I knew you were going to come in right when y'all tied things up. I knew you'd come in here talking some shit. What up, Smithy? Double said, fun week to see, in my opinion, to top 4 play each other. Pies better than Briz, so we find out who's better here. Okay.
Collingwood
Damon,
went
you
to the
scored-
Brisbane game with a great game plan, and I'll send you that video soon that discusses that. They were just out coached clearly, and let Collingwood's best playmaker run free for the first half, and that effectively finished the game.
Interesting. Damon, he scored 34 and 20 something, 160 plus strike rate. Oh, there you go. Double. Yeah, double was asking if you agreed with the fact that Pie is better than Briz. Who do you have in your top four? Who do you feel like, regardless of record, who you feel like is your top four, bias aside? I am going to give you all a chair break.
Top four. Well, I'm not going to dismiss my Collingwood team at all. Brisbane, obviously. They've started the year so well. Yeah, Thursday night was just an aberration. I suspect it'll be one of these two. And if I was to throw in a dark horse, I would still be backing Fremantle to come home hard. They've got the draw this year to help them. It's just if they can get their head straight and play to their capabilities. They've shown signs of it this year, but they know how to mess up as well. Obviously, at the end of the day, as long as Carlton, Essendon and St Kilda don't make it, I'm happy. Very biased comment, obviously.
That sounds fair to me. I'm not gonna lie, sounds fair to me.
Again, as I've discussed with you,
what about the Giants? Because we watched the game the other day, and a lot of people were really hyped on the Giants.
Look, sure. Look, at the end of the day, Giants, Swans. The Gold Coast at their best could, but that's unlikely. But as I've discussed with you and on many times, the internal issues with Melbourne teams. We have our teams that we are okay with. I'm okay with Hawthorn and Geelong, but you give me a Carlton, Essendon, or St Kilda game, I will be against them all the way. I don't care what happens.
So Smithy said Maine must be so happy right now. I know he has. I don't think he is happy because I think he played West Tigers to win by. Was it 10? It was like 10 or it was a lot. He had to win it by a lot. So he's definitely not feeling good right now. I know he's stressed out.
I know one of his bets was they had to score first, lead at halftime, and win the game, obviously.
And they did not score first, and they have not led at halftime. So he's in a bad spot. He's in a bad spot right now. That's why we're not seeing Main Star here. It's tied at halftime, and they did not score first.
You're back to economy again.
You're talking about like that? Yeah, no, I agree, man. Like, it's honestly really cool to see. You don't see that in a lot of U.S. sports and stuff like that. A lot of it is for good reason. A lot of leagues, like with the NFL, NBA, and stuff like that, have stopped allowing players to go into the professional level before going through at least a year of college, and some it's even more. So we don't see that a lot, but it's cool to see kids that are there's been 16-year-olds that have competed in some of the highest level of associates football in the world, and seeing guys and Kirk could be able to do the same thing or whatever other sport. It's really cool. Said yesterday the Beast player from CSK was only 17. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. I can't double say I can't trust Fremantle away.
Exactly, capable, but also capable of failing dismally. One day, maybe.
Boris said, I love St. Kilda. It's such a fun area of Melbourne to have a vacation. St. Kilda is. Is he talking shit? Oh, okay. Never mind. I feel like I'm reading context clues at this point. I don't know if I want to know the answer. 16 plus first try and half lead. Is that what it was? Okay. 10 all at halftime. Yeah. He missed his parlay if he parlayed it. Man, Para looks like a whole new team with Moses at halfback. No shit, huh? They're really playing that well. What am I watching right now? Am I watching an F1 racer? No, that's not F1. Is that Indy? Yeah, it's Indy.
BAL's new favorite sport.
Yeah. BL's always liked Indy over F1. I can't remember why. He has explanations for everything. Oh, hey, look, next time anyone's in the Discord channel when I'm not there, I know BL's been doing a lot of the early stuff for IPL. Tell him I said, hey, I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Well, he's had 700 years to think these things, so.
Yeah. There was something on one of these comments I wanted to talk on, and now I'm trying to remember where it was. Let me see if I can find it. Is that Bailey Smith?
On.
We're probably getting different commercials.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was going to say we're getting different feeds.
Yeah, we're probably getting, yeah. He looks like such a dad.
Long surfy hair.
So it's not Bailey Smith then. No, he looks like a guy that would teach English. That's the best I can explain it.
Well, politics. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Interstellar. Yeah, it's a good movie. What's everybody's favorite movie right now? Do you have a favorite movie right now? Like recent movie, Sinbad?
No, there's no good recent movies. If you look at my nominations in your movie list in Discord, nothing's from any recent years.
What's your favorite movie then, all time? Same with chat. What's y'all's favorite movie all time?
Still got to be Life of Brian.
Life of Brian, really?
Yeah. Just can't beat it. But that's me. Sixth sense of humor.
Boro said, Chef is mine. A little old now. Chef is mine. I've never remotely heard of that. Chef? I don't know. I feel like one of my favorite. Yeah, like I have a really hard time distinguishing between my two, like whether it's a sports movie or not. Like one of the movies that I like absolutely can watch a million times over again has always been White Man Can't Jump. I always thought that movie is just hilarious. It's just enough of like a decent storytelling with like just like realness of like trash talking that I've always loved it. I don't even think I've added that to our thing. I actually need to add that now because it's one of my favorite sports movies.
Tom to promote it.
I might have to. It's actually one of the few movies on Amazon that I actually purchased. So like I watch it all the time. Like if I don't know what movie to watch, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm watching White Man Can't Jump. Great movie. It's with Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. And Woody Harrelson plays a ex-college basketball player that got into some trouble doing some betting and stuff like that. And he's trying to pay back his bookie, and he goes to different places in the country. He's from Louisiana. That's not the reason why I like it, but he goes to different places in the country and tries to hustle other basketball players to be the white goofy guy. He wears like, rainbow colored hats and just like really goofy looking, and then goes ahead and takes them for all their money. And then Wesley Snipes is just a true street baller and does this big street ball competition that I think it still goes on, but it was like a big thing back in like the 80s, 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
And they compete in this competition, and then he can't get away with his betting, so he makes the bet that he can dunk on a 10-foot rim. And that's the whole story of White Man Can't Jump. And then there's a whole like climax of whatever, without like spoiling it, but it's really fun. Invincible is my favorite sports movie. Invincible is a great movie. My dad went to that bar just a couple years ago. It's one of my dad's favorite sports movies too.
Good grab.
Oh my God. Well, I think he'll get that for 6.
Yeah, he won't miss from there.
Double said Mad Max 2 or 3. Hard to split them. You like the Mad Max series? They're okay to me. They're okay to me. I never was obsessed with. Oh my God, he almost missed it. He'd like to
Good
try.
for their time. They were good for their time, the Mad Max movies.
Yeah. Burrow said in Draft Day. I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched all of Draft Day, Burrow, if I'm being honest with you. What's your favorite chick flick? Is that what Jackson Smith think? My favorite chick flick?
Jesus.
Oh, that's a good question. I have
Is
to
that the
like
sort of thing you
really
talk about
look
watching
at-
football?
There's a couple. There's a couple that are okay. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of Where's the Rabbit? We're Rabbit. Oh my God. Man, the werewolves are howling. My favorite is Draft Day. Me, all my picks back. What up, Christian? Christian, where you been at, brother? Sinbad, should we open up Discord?
Absolutely.
All right, let's open up Discord. All right, guys, in live sports too. Yeah, go ahead and join into live sports too. It should be fine. If I tell you in live sports too to shut up for a second, just shut up because y'all can't hear Sinbad. I don't know how to make that happen yet. But okay, so 56-40. Looks like we're gonna have an opportunity here for Hawthorne possibly.
Yeah, Charles right in front.
Yeah, right in front. All right, just get a good quick get back.
So as you said, obviously, both teams have had a rest, and now they feel a lot more fresher, and they're able to apply some of those set plays that they run. Each team have gone to the same thing: the tall marking player in front of goal, and they won all.
That's a good movie. Yeah, there it is.
The doink doink turkey's done.
Turkey's done. That's a good movie too. Who just said that? Tater. Dodgeball, a true underdog story. Yeah, dude, Dodgeball is a great movie. Have you ever watched Dodgeball, Sinbad?
A long time ago. It's an old movie though.
It's not that old. I mean that's young for you, Sinbad. That's within the century, brother.
All
Like,
right.
I don't know if you can consider that old.
Just to give you some perspective, the first movie I ever saw in the cinemas.
Yeah, it was in black and white.
Was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was 7 years old.
Oh, I don't think I've even seen
What
that
a bizarre movie to see as a 7-year-old.
What year was that?
72.
72? I'm sure because I took a movie class. So I watched a couple like older movies, but it was more like I watched a couple of the couple of Chaplin's movies, and then I know the first color movie. I obviously watched it. I think most of us watched Wizard of Oz. Something with crows. What is it? You probably know because you're a damn. No, you're a Magpie fan. Never mind. You hate the Crows movie, so you probably never watched that.
What, the birds?
Yeah. What's that movie? It was
Hitchcock.
supposed to be like a scary movie, but it was really weird.
Yeah, it's Hitchcock's movies, yeah.
Hitchcock, yeah, it's one of Hitchcock's movie. All right, this is a long boot
Oh.
here from 50 out. Oh, it gets stuffed. Wow.
Oh, pushing
They're
the
gonna
back.
get a free kick.
Yep.
Oh wow! Oh, this opens things up. This makes it a game. I might shut down the Discord. No one's joined yet, but if it starts getting crazy, we're gonna shut it down because we're about to get locked in. All right, I'm gonna read like the last 3 comments, and then me and Sinbad are about to go give you all the most locked in AFL commentary that y'all have ever seen here on YouTube. Zach's like to 80 for Brady or Holmes. Shut up, Taterhead. Double said, think
Nick
that
Watson.
the first film. There it is.
It's a goal in it.
Turkey's done.
All right. All right. Should I just get locked in? Just stand up. Let's get locked in. Let's get. Oh, that's the wrong button. What's the one that gets me up? Oh, well, that's crazy, by the way. All right. I got my moo on. But we're here for it. I was the first thing I saw in cinema was the Apple Dumpling Gang Rides again in 1979. I've never even heard of that. I was about to, but worried you don't want to chatter. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Double, but type whatever you want, baby. Now we know why you are like you are, Sinbad. There you go. Now we understand.
I agree with that.
All right. Let's get locked in. 52-56. Let's get one half of the best entertainment y'all ever seen on YouTube for AFL game. Geelong, big boot forward. From second, it's handled by Hawthorn. It's going to be a good stuff. Now Geelong still working it. They're inside that 50-meter semicircle.
Oh.
Good kick out to the front. He tries to go ahead and just rainbow kick. Is going to run off the post. That'll be a behind. That is, man, that might have been goal of the year so far if he was able to get that through. Just the instant reaction, just to send that one high like that is unbelievable. But unfortunately, he's going to go off the post. It's going to be 57-52. We'll go ahead and have Hawthorn send out a quick mark out to the left side. I feel like a lazy defense there by Geelong as well. Back out wide left. Now working it back towards the middle for Hawthorn. Oh, Jesus. My goodness. Disgusting stuff. It's getting sloppy. It's getting sloppy is what's happening. It's getting
that was
sloppy.
just stupidity. Pure stupidity, that.
Pure stupidity. And that's going to be a mark now with about 40 meters in. It'll probably still be about a 50-meter kick. God, that is stupid. He wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking in the direction that he was trying to kick. That was so close to incredible. It was so close to incredible.
You like this guy? Probably the most adaptable player I've ever seen in the game. He can and does do every role on the ground.
Well, he'll go ahead and kick that. And that's good.
Doink. Turkey's done.
Turkey's done. Geelong will go up another 6. That's now 11-point game here, 52-63. Geelong up by 11, 15 to go in this third quarter, and it has been an exciting second half so far. As we see the flags wave, the cat sign standing up has got the glitter on it. That's very cat-like, ain't it? Get some glitter.
So that goal kicked by Mark Blissarves. He's a former... what's the event? Steeplechase runner. You know,
What's that?
Over the pond and over the hurdle and all that sort of business in the Olympics. And
okay.
And again, he plays ruck, he plays forward, he plays back, he plays on ball. He can play every position on the ground. Obviously, some players do it occasionally. He does it weekly.
I find it interesting right there that Hawthorn just allows for an easy stave. They only bring one person in after the bounce ball. Now he's going to have to punch it out for a behind.
Yep.
No behind. It is behind. Yep. So it doesn't matter who punches it out if it goes to the post. It doesn't matter center post, side post, anything. If it's punched out by either player, it's always a behind. Okay.
That's right. Always a behind 1 point. Again, it can only be a goal if it's come off the foot of the offensive player, and that was the last thing it touched.
Well, and now what we're seeing now is we're seeing that energy coming from Geelong, where they're playing with a high amount of pace. So I actually like this quick mark over to the left side for Hawthorn to try and just slow things down, because Geelong is trying to intercept anything. They don't want to allow no easy marks to go through. It's going to go in through the middle. Now into the hands of the guy that I feel like is always there. Can he get a kick? It's not long enough. It's going to be a great mark. He's got to put more underneath it. Geelong will go ahead and play slow, back it up, back into their defense. And they'll just go ahead and pitch out to the left side, back through the middle, a little triangle. Nothing much they're given. A couple guys moving up to try to get some easy ones. A whistle play on. Work it out to the left side. Another simple mark. saving their breath. They want to go ahead and make a big push here, trying to figure out where they want to go next to go ahead and extend this back out to a 3-score lead. Big kick up to the left side. No mark taken. It's going to be bobbled around. Now Geelong, go ahead, gathers it. Big one up front forward. There's a man there, and that is a great mark taken.
Don't overdo it.
I'm aware, Tater. Yeah, I know. I'm aware, Tater. I know drafts Thursday. We'll be live for the NFL draft. Absolutely will be. Yeah, no awareness on that kick earlier. Yeah, no awareness at all. My guy had straight blinders on. It was crazy. So it could be a 3-goal margin here, about 30, 40 meter. Oh my good. He goes completely out. That's a
Sicily,
bad
what are you
kick.
doing?
Yeah, Sicily's foaming around with that damn thing. Left foot kick, needs to get a mark here. Can't get it. Go out. Yeah, we will be having a show for the NFL draft on Thursday with the Come On Sports Network crew, and I believe Friday as well. Super excited for it. Should be a great time. We also have a video releasing on Wednesday with our interview with Charles Davis. When I'm telling you guys, if you love football and you want to hear one of the greatest minds of football, you've got to watch it. Oh yeah, that's a great grab there. All right, now Hawthorne with numbers. Big boot forward. You got to play on. You got to play on. Play forward. Yep. Big kick. No, you leave it short,
all right,
son.
It's okay. Swap over again.
All
Keep
right.
going.
Go to handball. Sweep it out to the right.
This is their
Good
game
bounce.
style. Just go forward, go
bounce.
forward,
Big
go
kick.
forward. And he missed Gunston
There it is.
again.
Gunston. How many is that now for Gunston?
Three.
Four?
3 bad misses.
3? All right, 52-64, 12, 2 scores. 2 scores. Para over. Para score early in the second half, 10-14 with the kick to come. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the update. Is that Thursday your time? Yes, double. It's Thursday my time. I couldn't tell you the exact time. I want to say it starts at 6 something. I think our live stream starts at 6:30 U.S. Central Time. It's something like that. But we're going to have a great show. We're going to have a bunch of guys there. We're going to have a big community. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's the whistle here? Just tackle?
Yeah, just
Just tackle.
ball up and away we go again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I love that behind the back pass. I would love to go on behind one more time. They'll go ahead and play it forward. I feel like it's an earlier of a kick. Grabs the mark, no reward.
No, play on.
That's the one thing that frustrates me the most with AFL. I've seen that. We saw that reward. We saw that mark reward being given earlier today.
Yeah, that should have been paid.
It should have been paid. It should have been
That should have
paid.
been
It's full possession by two hands. It's a half a second, but what determines it? That's the thing that frustrates me the most.
And especially because after the third grab, it was the defender that's bumped him out of it. So he should have been paid. Yep, someone's hurt.
Jump into the stream, brother. The game is actually on YouTube TV, so we don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about connecting to a VPN. 6:30 p.m. or 6:40 p.m. our time. Yes, U.S. Central Time. Thank you, Nan.
Oh,
Cool. I'll try and make it.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's clocked, huh?
Oh,
yeah. He got a forearm to the chin right there.
Yep.
That's tough.
Now, well, let's talk about it. Talk amongst ourselves for a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, come hop in if you can, man. This is turning out to be a really good game.
Wear your Collingwood scarf, Non. Come on.
Wear your Collingwood scarf. And
your Collingwood cap.
great to watch. And if NBA drafts are fun to watch for the first 30 minutes, and they get boring. Can't wait to see who we pick next week. Absolutely. Double said that's a mark. Yeah, it should have been a mark. I agree. 10-16 para. Thank you, Boro. That's 2 Hawks that have not been paid. Zach, Hawks that have not been paid for a mark. Zach is Joe Hendry, your cousin. Don't even know who that is. Accidental, but watch him get 3 weeks for that. You ain't lying.
So what we have here is the substitute who can come on now to replace this particular player on the assumption that he's going out with concussion. And so he joins the 4 interchange players on the bench.
That sucks.
But that's what that player's there for. Personally, we all seem to hate this idea of a substitute. We'd rather just have each team have 4, 5, 6, whatever number of interchange players, rather than have a player who could, potentially miss more than 3/4 of a game, waiting for their chance to finally come on. As per,
wow, another try there
night.
for Para. Yep. What happened Thursday night?
Oh, both Collingwood and Brisbane substitutes weren't needed, and then they came on with like 10 minutes to go. There was no real point. The game was over.
The sub is a stupid addition. Good mark there. All right, Geelong still up by 12, 2 scores. Trying to figure out what to do. He's going to handball it out to the right side. Big boot up to the right corner. Has a guy. Good defense there by Hawthorn. They're going to call free kick. A push off? Has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I
didn't see much. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see much. Nevertheless, yeah, he got a late handball on that one. Good give and go there.
You're gone, mate. You're gone.
Really?
If you bounce the ball, you are still in possession of the ball. So he tackled him after he bounced it. He's gone.
Wow. Good mark. My laptop blue streamed during stream from the heat. Good thing StreamYard kept me let me hop back in. But no shit. I didn't even see that. I was like I was bumping in and out throughout the day. Well, who says they'll do it now? What's up, Double? Your mic is hot, so if you do turn on the mic, everybody in the stream can hear you. Your mic is hot. He's not as quick as you think he is. I guess not. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. I'll tell you what, this has definitely been one of those games. It's been close. It's been back and forth. We've seen missed opportunities from both teams. I feel like most of the missed opportunities that came from Hawthorn, that's a push in the back, eh?
In the ruck contest, they're allowed some level of physicality, let's call it.
Okay, fair enough.
But only in the ruck contest.
Fair enough. All right, so play on here for Hawthorn. Hawthorn's going to go ahead and sit it right. It's a bad kick. Luckily, 28 didn't have his head turn around. Wasn't a great kick. They're going to go ahead and try to set a couple marks. Good little bobble. He'll go ahead and stay up on top of it. And then again, another interception, another misplay there.
Grab.
Wow, look at that. One-hand snag. Trying to switch sides. I wouldn't want to go up that left side. Go kick it. Kick it here. Yeah. I'm like tapping my screen. I'm like, go left. Get another one right there. Hit him. He's right there. He missed him. He had two, Sinbad. Sinbad,
geez.
he had two.
And that guy, he's as old as Gunston.
And the mid.
He's been around forever, and he's dear.
From the rain, lights are off and I already changed. No worries, Non. Well, if you want to join the Discord, you can do that. But yeah, I get it being hot. F that. Good mark. Want to get on? Got it. Come on, bring it within one score before the quarter. It's a little high. Can he play on? He couldn't get underneath it. Has to get that. Has to get that.
All good.
Okay.
Long way out.
You can't really. I mean, I don't know if you can take this opportunity here. I think you got to look more towards the middle, but they already tried that sneaky pass earlier and they missed it.
It wouldn't surprise me he tries to pick out somebody in the lead up to this. He'll look like he's going for gold and he'll put it aside. No, he's No good.
He's he did something. He did something, that's for sure. He did something.
He got a stat.
Fuck, Boro? Oh yes, yeah. We might not see Main Star on the channel for a couple months because he's being chased by the bookie. Is Yongi doing good at least? I have messed my substitute. I figure I kind of feel like there was I'm actually surprised Main Star bet on the Tigers this week, especially with the issues with the Galvin and stuff like that. I just feel like there's like a lot of mess around with media in the locker rooms. Yeah. I would.
Yes, one of those games. Don't touch, let it go, and move on.
That's a great boot. That's a great boot.
Here we go.
You couldn't have a better kick there. You couldn't have a better kick there. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal right there.
What's he going to do this time?
2 tries. There we go.
Place your bets, people. What is Gunston going to do this time? Even money, I think it'll be.
I'm gonna sit down in the low right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here, guys.
That's a goal. Good goal.
That's a goal. You know what no, it's not a goal. What is it, Sinbad?
Go on.
No, I want you to do it.
Sorry, I missed the point here.
Turkey's done.
Turkey's done.
Oh, okay. That's your reference, not mine.
I know. I'm trying to make it yours. There we go. Yeah, I never bet on this one with Moses back. Also, I want to see him play first. He's been great. Yeah. Yeah, that was a risky one for Main Star. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, any type of big thing. I mean, Galvin's been a big part of their team. So, like, I know Benji, I think, did Galvin play? I'm assuming he did the way Benji was speaking about him, but I don't think players wanted him there. And yeah, it just opens up too much to chaos. I think it would be better if he just didn't play, because then you'd have the Tigers want to be like, yeah, fuck you, we don't need you. But yeah, that's a great grab. That's a mark opportunity. Come on.
Bit of chaos. Bit of chaos. No.
Good gather there by Geelong. Now Geelong working up that right side. Now I'm gonna have to deal with Blaze the next couple of days. Oh, that's a bad miss.
That previous play was signature Hawthorn. Just go forward, go hard, and hope for the best.
I'm not mad at it, to be honest. Yeah. Great mark. Tough angle on the left side. I'm surprised we didn't see a quick play on there, if I'm being honest. I think everybody's just a little tired with just 5 minutes to go in the quarter. That's why he bet, though, was sure they were fired up. Yeah, but there's too much. Yeah, I would not touch that. Yeah, it's a bad kick. That's not even a behind. That's just gone. That's a bad kick. You got to get that at least behind, right? I mean, because a behind makes it to where a goal takes the lead. Got to take your time. I feel like you rushed that a little bit.
Again, Jack Gunston was frequently substituted out of the game in past years because, essentially he'd get tired. But for whatever reason...
This is my guy right here. What? What's the reward? For what?
Don't know. I missed that. I wasn't sure what that was for either.
Go ahead. So Gunston has been taken out or substituted out for what reasons? Galvin never played today for the main team. He was dropped. He was dropped. He was dropped. Okay. Benji made it seem like he wasn't going to be dropped. That's why I wasn't sure. Too far out for him. He's trained for the distance. Yeah, he did. You just go for the behind there. I mean, like, it's a little bit of strategy. I mean, just go in the area, aim a little bit more right, and just get it behind to make it a goal to take the lead. Did I lose Sinbad? Because I asked him a question he didn't answer.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
About the substitute.
That was a good hit. Yeah, look at the chaos unfold, man.
They could play the whole game out like this now. You just don't know. It depends how tired they get. Generally, into the last quarter, especially about halfway through, you tend to see the game open right up because, a lot of players are starting to get tired, so they go long kicks instead of all the hard work they've been doing. And sometimes forgetting their role.
Yeah, Double said tactical use because of his age. Today's Bruce out for the same reason. They're old, both very good though. Fair enough.
Yeah, Bruce and Gunston are the two old.
That could have been awarded. That was a closer one, but it could have been awarded.
Interesting to see what the crowd is. I can't see many gaps up there, up the top. So I think they've got into the 90s today.
Yeah, it's a full day. Love to see it, man. I mean, sports are always better when you got a full stadium.
Well, as I said to you earlier, it's a bugger when you're a Collins supporter. You can't get tickets.
Yeah.
If they continue on this run, every game will be 80, 90,000 at the MCG.
You love that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I love how. Oh, we got a Biff. Oh shit, we got a Biff.
Yeah, that's not Biff.
No, I think Smithy's watching the Paramount game.
Oh, okay. Yep,
wow,
here we go.
That's a great kick. Yeah,
good result.
Should be good. Yeah, absolutely. He's been good all day. He's been good all day.
The doink doink turkey's done.
I mean, now that makes things interesting. I mean, now we're back to two full scores.
Yep.
You still got 3.5, a little over 3.5 minutes left to try and get something. Even a behind means something at this point.
Well, you saw in the previous quarter, late in the second quarter, Hawthorn got that late goal, bring it back. So every chance they'll do it again.
Was that not a penalty there by 33? That like complete push off, like the ball was kicked up right there. It wasn't off a ruck, like he just tackled him.
Yep. Interpretations, or just simply missed it.
Yeah.
You got to wear those and just move on.
Yep. All right, off the bounce.
I personally love going to the footy and watching people absolutely go apeshit over decisions like that. No, just let it go.
Sure. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Game moves on regardless. Should have got a smother there. There we go. Dribbling up the left side.
Oh, Jeremy.
Still kicking up. Jeremy. Left foot. Behind.
He's capable of miracles, but not that time.
Double say, I always say the Cats are the Kansas City Chiefs of the AFL. That's crazy. All right. Come on, Hawks. Gotta get a goal here. Gotta get a goal here. Punch it up, run it through the middle, gotta dribble. Yep. Big left-footed boot, has two guys there. Could have been taken. That's a miss. That's a missed field. That's a missed mark. You volleyball tap that shit. Obviously, easier said than done, but it touched two hands. You like to think you at least had an attempt at a catch.
Seemed like one of those, I think I can do it. No, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, they're promoting their IPL. Oh, God.
Let's see. Boro said was the first guy sent straight off. Boro Voss said off for the Tigers, not Ben. Sicily should have grabbed that. He mentally cooked today. Yeah. What up, Josephine? Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family. Okay. All right. This is an opportunity with 2 minutes to go. Hesitated that kick.
Oh,
Maybe a little too long. Oh, just couldn't gather.
This is one of those heart in your mouth moments.
Rivalry.
Come on, someone.
Yeah,
Come on.
there's something. Somebody.
Somebody.
Where's somebody?
Ball up. 2 minutes to go.
Ball up. God, that was close.
So if you remember back to that Italian football thing where they just bash the hell out of each other, imagine that without the bashing. That's what this is.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, I didn't realize I wasn't sharing what we're watching. So double if you want to get synced up with me. I am sharing the stream now on Discord. Wow, great tackle. Yeah, just a good gather. Just get through the quarter. So another throw.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Tackle again.
Another good tackle.
Well, Hawthorn will do everything just to hold it here and wait for the opportunity to come. There's still plenty of time.
Plenty, yeah. All good. I got a live on Fox. All right, they bet. What up, Breadman?
Oh,
Your mic
here we
is
go.
not, Breadman. Oh.
Tom Stewart.
So what's
loses the
that
ball.
there?
Patrol. Here we go.
So what is that call right there?
That's, well, again, he didn't dispose of the ball correctly. Chol tackled him, and he just let it go.
Oh, he threw it instead of punching. I keep forgetting about that. Okay.
That's okay.
Yep.
Again, not all umpires picked him up either, but that was a clear one.
So it's a free kick from there then.
From that spot, yep.
Is there a distance that the defender has to give them to
No.
kick it?
The defender stands on the spot of the umpire called it, and then
Around the corner he goes.
Beautiful.
There it is. Yo, my guy.
Turkey's done.
I don't know why. Every time I've watched Hawthorne play, this guy has balled out. What's his name again?
Marbiol Chol.
Mabiel Charles. He has
Chol.
been good.
CHOL.
Charles. He's been good every single time since I've started watching it.
Bit of a journeyman. Started at Richmond, couldn't get into their grand final teams. Went to the Gold Coast, couldn't get a game. Ended up here, and he's done well. He's just molded into that young side well.
And what's crazy is that he's all over the field. I mean, he was on left side. He started on left side. I don't think they moved him here. He's just a ball hawk. He's a ball.
Yep.
He's a free safety in the NFL. He just goes where the ball goes. Great conditioning and tries to get all over the place. And now that goes ahead and puts this game back to a 7-point match.
Yep.
And again, we're back in the same situation where behinds matter with 40 seconds to go.
There's still 40 seconds to go. Exactly. There you go. Here they go again.
There it is. Take one.
No, missed.
No. It's a miss, but it's behind. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Like you're not even mad about that. You're not even mad about that.
No.
You get
the point
one,
is obviously
then you're excited because he should. I mean, for 50 meters, you'd be excited, but that's not bad.
But the point is Geelong will now run down the clock for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But it's only a goal in it, so we keep going.
Those that watch more, he's not good at all. He's not good all. Well, I imagine he's not good all the time because I mean he's not a guy that anyone's talked about. Because I was one to get him in my super coach, and everybody was like, "Yeah, no, not a guy to get." But he's done well the few times, and I feel like he does some things, and I could be wrong with this, that don't show up on the stat sheet either. Yeah, I could be wrong.
Absolutely. Again, just your ability to be there to provide an option doesn't mean you're going to be used, but at least you're providing that option.
Yeah. All right,
that's it.
There we go. 6 point game going into the final. Come on. Look, guys, I was here. All right. Monday footy, 4-day weekend of footy. Easter Monday. We're live here on Real Fan Sports. Make sure if y'all haven't already, you'll hit that like button, all that good YouTube stuff. If y'all new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We had like 5 new subscribers today, which has been absolutely phenomenal. Welcome. Thank you all for joining the channel. My name is Zach. We're joined by our special guest, Sinbad, the OG. Sinbad, who has begged me to start covering the AFL, and it has basically is trying to turn me against my NRL brethren to say the AFL is better. We're still on the fence, but I have been enjoying every single moment of it. I'm still on the fence, man. I'm enjoying every moment. I have more of a connection. I have more of a connection.
I bribed you.
You did bribe me. You did bribe me. Yeah. Hey, shout out Sinbad. Got the nice beanie. I'm not even using your damn
What's it called?
Oh. Wait, give me a second.
Get him every time, guys.
No, yeah, Stubby.
Thank you.
Where is my Stubby?
What have you done with it?
You know what it is? It's on a beer that I used earlier this week.
It's on a beer. And everyone can see the Sharon in the background. Lovely thing to be on display up there. I tried to get everything kicked off those shelves, but at least the Sharon got a spot.
Yeah, there we go. Look. Yeah, I haven't kicked it yet.
Yeah, still haven't kicked it.
I haven't kicked it yet. We do have the Sharon. Bro, I tried to spin it and I almost lost it, and I was about to make a loud ass noise. I was about to make everybody upset in here. Yeah, I got the Sharon, man. It's so funny because I inflated it, but it's already flat again because I haven't used it yet. And now I am going to some fields. I'm finally getting to some fields where I know they actually have field goal posts. Now they're obviously not the same. We don't have any AFL posts out here, but I'm going to a field later on this month or next month in May, where I'll be learning how to play some cricket from my guy Pit. So much love to him for inviting me. He's on the board. Secrets, you mind muting your mic? Just got me hearing a lot of background sound. But I am going out there, and I will bring this, and maybe I can do a 2-for-1 video of me kicking and doing some different things like that. We'll see. All right, so but how many yards, like meters and yards, aren't too far off? How many meters do you imagine that you think I could take a just wide open look at a field goal post, how many yards do you think you imagine?
Okay, brother, as we discussed,
5 attempts. What do you think the farthest I can kick it?
As we discussed, stretch those hammies first. You need to stretch them out.
Oh, I'm a stretch.
Otherwise, you'll ping straight away. You should be able to kick a ball 50.
50? Oh no, I ain't kicking it 50.
No, I
ain't kicking it 50.
I can kick a ball 50. You can kick a ball 50.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I can do 50. I think with 2 tries I can do 20 easy. I think within 30 yards I can do it in 2 tries too. I think 40 yards it'll take me 5 tries.
Now,
50,
if you remember
50?
If you remember, we discussed
I don't know if I can do 50.
Letting go of your inner punter. Now, as a punter in your football, you would get onto the ball with a spiral punt. Do the same thing.
Okay, so you tell me whenever I go. I just made myself stand up. Let me stand up again. All right. So when I go to kick, let me pull up my full screen. 50 yards at what? What up, Manchu? All right. Like if I'm gonna go and kick this thing, right? Like my initial thought is gonna be kick it this way, right? I'm gonna go through and I'm kicked through the center of the ball, like this, on an angle, like that.
You're gonna want to turn it. You're going to want to turn it just to probably 10 degrees.
Like that?
About there. And then you're going to want to land your foot still in the middle of the back end of the ball.
Middle back. Yeah. That's all normal. Yeah.
With a long leg.
Okay. Oh, I can barely get above 9 degrees, man. I have tight hands.
All right, let's talk 30 meters then. Let's talk 30 minutes.
I think with 5 tries I can do 50 meters. Oh, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 40 meters. I think with 5
Okay.
tries, I can do 40 meters.
All right.
I think 50. I think it'll take me 15 because I would have to really get loose. I have to really get loose for 50. I know. I think 10, 20, 30, I think I can do within a couple of tries, handful of tries. 40,
Well,
I
if
think
you'd
will
like
take me about 5, maybe a little over. 50. I don't know, man. I don't know.
if you'd like to follow the Marbial Chol running system and run 10 kilometres, and then get the footy out and have a kick.
No, I'm good. I don't really want to run 6 miles. I'm good. I'm good. I did go run the other day though, Simba. I did go run the other day, but
Yes, we all heard about that. Yes, we heard.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. All right, let me go back to some comments real quick before we start things off, and we're about to get back into the fourth quarter. Oh goodness, Josh, I had a bunch of comments. I appreciate you guys. I'm just gonna skip to the bottom. SB is trolling. He's obviously trolling. The trick is the ball drop. You guide the ball onto the foot with your left hand. You're not just drop. Yeah, no, I understand that. I know how to kick. I played soccer, so I understand. I understand that. You can hit the room's wall. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm about to make all kind of noise. It's almost 3 a.m., guys. Just kick the shit out of it, mate. It'll fly. All right, fair enough.
Yes, kick the shit out of it.
Just kidding. Prefer to see you learn the drop punt bullshit. The torp is close to the NFL punt. I can do a torp. The only thing that I get with a torp punt is I get more height than distance. But that's more like angle wise. All right, let me go shut this door because my cat just opened my door, and that's the door that leads to everybody in the house. So the cat full bloom walked in my house and walked in my room and left. All right, Hawthorne down 6. Hawthorne's going to get tackled over there on the right side, tagging side. So whenever it's a tackle like this, it's just a throw up.
Yeah, that's right. So essentially,
is there any favorites on the throw up? Is there any positional advantage?
No, not at all. The umpire's required to simply throw it straight up, get out of there, and let the ruckman run into contest.
That's a great punch. Yeah. Now working out the left side. Just find somebody, son. Just find somebody. Yeah.
That's all right. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
The ball's locked in. He's claiming he was held.
Oh, he said versus, not bullshit. He said punt versus the torp. Prefer to see you learn the drop punt versus the torp. Oh. Okay. I'll have to figure it out. I got a couple weeks, so I'll have to figure it out. If I'm assuming, I think there is a field goal posted in the place I'm going to. And if there is, I'll make sure I bring both. And maybe we'll have a little 2 for video. I'm hoping
at the end of the day,
video does well. Like I'm just saying, those that watch cricket, even to any extent, or just follow our channel. I know we're doing AFL right now, but share that video. I mean, I think that's a video that has potential to probably be one of our bigger videos on our channel of American learning how to play cricket, and that's basically what it's going to be. And I'm really excited for it. I'm trying to work on trying to get a GoPro. That way I can have like multiple different angles and different things like that too. But yeah, let's get back to the AFL before I start getting too sidetracked. Geelong over there working out the left side. Good handball out to the front. It's going to be a good tackle. Just push it out of bounds. Hang time is like no. Well, I know it is. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm good at getting hang time with like more of a torpedo punt. Drop out. It's more accurate. Torp goes further, but much easier to miss kick. This is going to be a major review. There you go.
Just look at the videos of the Australian punters in your game, and you'll see them using the drop punt.
Okay. Well, I know how to drop punt. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. We do need a punter over on the Saints. And nobody on our team would love to see us draft somebody because I think Crawford does get drafted by a team in the NFL during the draft. And if Crawford comes to the Saints, I am going to do everything in my power to link up with him.
Absolutely.
I will say that there's not a. I wouldn't say that there's a bad possibility for me to actually meet up with them. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, there we go. Dangerfield, Geelong now with a opportunity. They got to kind of swing it. It's a tough angle over on the left side. About what would you say? 35 meters out?
Yeah, and he's better than even money to get it. And there it is.
There it goes. That's one. There you go. Extend it back out to two. Extend it back out to two.
Doink, doink, turkey's done.
2026, 12 minutes ago. Thank you, Boro. How is that advantage? The player stopped. I'm not sure, dummy. What's everyone's favorite video game? Oh, that's a good question. All time Modern Warfare 2. All time. Oh, actually, you know what? I might take that back. Multiplayer video game Modern Warfare 2 for sure. All-time favorite is probably Rayman.
Not Cricket 24?
No, not Cricket 24. Oh, so this is a weird umpiring situation here that they're talking about. What are your thoughts on that whole situation? Just kind of deal with it. Oh, yeah, that's a great mark.
That's what this game is about. Deal with it, move on. Haven't got time to think about it. There's no review time or anything else. It's get on with it. What's next?
All right. Well, I mean, is this a matter for Hawthorne to be able to try to bring you within a goal within? Oh no. I ain't gonna lie. Like MVP for Hawthorne is my guy. Let me figure out how to pronounce his name correctly because I keep saying it and I'm not pronouncing his name correctly.
Chol.
To me, it's Chol.
Just be aware that guy there is a different guy.
Well, I know that guy is a different guy, but I'm saying like Chol. Yeah, Chol is right there.
Yeah,
he's been all over the place.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, but again, this is what he's done at Hawthorn. It's allowed him to be himself rather than the regimented style of other clubs.
Oh, can he get a handball there? Can he get it loose? Oh, they're going to call a penalty.
High hit. Yep.
What high hit?
Yep.
On that, was that shoulder by 44?
Yep.
That's a bad kick.
That's okay. Kick. Locked it in the forward line.
22-26, pair just in front. Thank you for the update, Boro. What up, IDK? Pass the gaming. Hello, how you doing, brother? All time is man journey. What do you mean by that, Tater? I hate the advantage rule of the AFL. As a kid, you stop on the whistle. Don't blow it unless you're calling it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy to change those Sinbad. Don't blow the whistle for free until you're calling it back. I agree with that. Once a whistle is blown, like it should be a stop. I do agree with that.
Yeah, but we have something in this game called the advantage rule.
Well, I mean, there's advantage in soccer and stuff like that too, where they raise a hand that's a foul, but if there's an advantage, then the whistle isn't blown. If it isn't, then the whistle's blown. Right? Is that not different?
In this, the whistle is blown.
Well, and that's where I feel like that there is that mistake of it.
Yeah.
If there is an advantage that's to be given, then the whistle shouldn't stop, because then when are players are supposed to know to stop? Because you're flying, so the only time you stop is because of a.
Well, it's generally the rule is don't kick it unless you know. If you kick it and it's not yours, then it's 50 meters the other way. And when you've got 90,000 people screaming, it's not easy to know whose free it is.
Yeah. That's very true. That's good defense.
Here we go.
Yeah. Just set up an easy mark. I agree on that. That's very clever, quick play. But now finds why this is where the Hawthorne Hawks like suffer because it should have been one. It should have been one, but that's a risk that shouldn't be taken there. Your advantage, the advantage is not on your side there. You play it slow and you relax. You still got 14 and a half minutes to go.
Watson finds no one.
Not a body. It also is subjective. Yeah. I think subjectiveness by the refs in any sport is the worst thing that has to do with sports, especially when it affects like in the immediate effect of the game.
Jeremy, no, handballs. You're gone, mate. That's ball. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's ball. Yep. Yeah. Good reward there.
Yeah, the moment he started to dodge, he was gone.
Yeah, he just lost it too. Like if he would have got a right hand on there, then it'd been fair play, right? That's a good mark.
Exactly. Yep.
Good play on.
Here we go. Go at the back. Sicily.
Oh,
goal.
Last one. Come on, Sicily. Come on, Sicily.
We're on again.
I hate it when they bounce it like that because the bounce can go anywhere. But
that's why he kicked it. He kicked it gently rather than try to hit it hard. He just kicked it gently and let it roll through.
Thanks for update, Borough. Yeah. Don't think, do. What a quote. Don't think, just do. Good old piss and shit.
Don't think, just throw. It's from a movie, isn't it?
All right, movie I haven't seen.
One of those baseball ones.
Have you seen Major League?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think Major League is a good movie?
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Okay. All right. I just had to ask. Have you ever watched a movie called all right, well, let's get back to the game real quick. It picked up real fast. I thought we were gonna take have a second. Atkins gonna get tagged. It's gonna be a toss-up. It's a great sports film. It is. It's a very good movie. Well, I think both of them are good. The first one's obviously way better, as always. Yeah. Oh, my God. So many missed marks.
Oh, he's still over. It's all right. Geoff. Oh, pick it up, Geoff.
You. Never mind. I take back everything I've said good about him. I take back everything I said good about him. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
that's unfortunate. How did he slip there? Just lost his foot. It's been a wet, isn't it? Like because of the weather, is the turf like a little bit softer?
There's certainly been. It just might be just a bit of dew falling.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A little bit of dew. Well, hey, that's a good grab there. Toss up.
Okay, 1 goal game, 13 minutes to go. Here we go. This is what we want.
Yeah, exactly what we wanted. Yeah. Now physical. A lot of tackles right in. Off the we haven't seen a bunch of these off of toss up. Yeah, that's what it's called, toss up, right? I'm saying that correctly.
Ball up.
Ball up. Oh, there's a clearance. Oh, gotta gather it. There's been. Am I wrong to say that some AFL players could be really missing out on stuff with working with a jugs machine and working with like some oh wow. But again, back to what I was saying. Am I wrong to think that they could be missing out on opportunities with working with like catching coaches or jugs machine or something like that? I feel like it's a questionable one. That's why I had...
Correct me if I'm wrong. Your NFL ball has dibbles all over it, yes?
It does.
This does not. And these are rock hard.
I know it doesn't.
New ball every quarter.
The doink doink turkey's done.
We are all square.
But also wide receivers in the NFL when they go through like individual training, not training with coaches like with their teams and stuff like that, but individual training, they take tennis balls and they have them taped to their palms and they catch with their fingers. Yeah. And like I'm saying, there's probably something there. I'm not saying that it would be the change all be all thing, but I think that could make a difference because there's a lot of drop catches that I feel like could be gathered. Now, obviously, the ball is slippery, is bouncing all around the grass constantly. You don't have that. You don't have that worn ball like NFL ball does with like that leather. That leather gets a little more worn, so it's a little more tacky. So like, there's obviously a big difference.
Well, one thing as well, obviously, players have wanted to wear gloves in this game for that purpose, and they've said no gloves.
I agree.
Every time someone's tried to introduce them or found a reason or excuse, the league said no gloves, no one's allowed.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. I think gloves shouldn't be allowed in the NFL, if I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, good smother. I just think there's some catching drills or techniques that could be adapted in different places. That's a great mark. Can you get him quick? Oh, yeah, over to the left side. He hit it high. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. What's up, William? Much love, man. So what game is this? We are watching the AFL, a rivalry that has been growing since 1985 after a big, what do we want to call it?
Nasty incident.
Yeah, big nasty incident. Yeah, I guess the simplest way. So that's what we're watching. Geelong versus the Hawthorn Hawks. Two teams that are battling. They're both in the top 8, fighting to be in the top 4. And they caught Hawthorn napping as they have all fucking
Now, the reason for that, don't you feel if he was 15 metres closer, he would have gone for himself. He was probably a bit too far out to do that style of kick. So he's effectively bluffed them into thinking he's going to go for it. And obviously the team plays to someone step in and offer the opportunity. And he's missed it.
Oh, that's a bad miss.
But behind
30 para. Thanks for update, Boro. 5 minutes to go. Tiger Eels, Tigers, Eels over. That was a great day. Para, a totally different team when Moses is back. Yeah, it seems that way. I expect close, but not Para to be up. Put the scores up, Zach. Oh, my bad. So sorry. It's close. We're on a close one, guys. Good mark. It's just a mark. Before I forget, because I know we're gonna get into like closing minutes here where everything matters. Have you ever seen the baseball movie with Keanu Reeves called Hardball?
Nope.
That's gonna have to be added. It is one of the sports movies that made me cry at the age of like 11. It's so sad. It's a great movie. And Keanu Reeves is a dog of an actor. All right, Geelong, big boot up to the left side. Just need to get it free. Is bobbling around, has an opportunity. Good deflect.
Look at behind you.
Got lucky. Got to get a bounce again. Uh-oh. No, that's a mistake.
Out of bounds on the full.
Ooh. Which movie? The movie's called Hardball. Is what Keanu Reeves when he was younger. He's indebted to a bookie, coaches a team that's it's gonna go out of bounds again. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Like just like Mainstar. He's indebted to a bookie. He has to coach a team that's in the projects. And it's just a very wholesome movie. And there's a thing that happens in it that if you don't cry during it, or at least don't feel emotional, then you have no emotions. Very good movie. What up, Tiger? So any Betfair users? I've never used Betfair, man. What's up, Tiger? All right, now Hawthorn. Working up that left side. Good handball. Working up that left-footed boot. Has a man and got him right there at the 50-meter semi. That's a long one from here.
every quarter, Geelong has tended to slow down the last few minutes.
He's going to go
Let's see
quick.
what
He's
happens
going to
here.
go quick. Why? What? Oh, my God. Why so quick? He had the boot. Why so quick?
It's the Hawthorn style. That's what they do. No, it's a small crowd. Only 88,000.
It should have been grabbed. It still should have been grabbed. Wow, look at that skyline. Beautiful. Biggest crowd this year over here. We haven't got the total, but we're assuming it's somewhere in the 90,000s. It's a packed stadium here at MCG. Great mark.
Nearly 89,000.
89,000. Wow.
Just short.
Yeah,
Yep.
another good opportunity.
Here we go.
Get defense. Hawthorne, you bums.
This is
You
rinse and
bums.
repeat. Except it's Jeremy Cameron, I think.
How many times have we seen this today, Sinbad? Where
What's that?
lack of recovery defense.
Yeah.
Where the Hawthorne just hasn't recovered defensively.
Well, again, they commit themselves to go hard, go fast, and they're left short when the opposition can do the same. So,
thank you for the update, Boro. Michael Mayo, what's up, man? Much love. Said Mark Catch. NFL ball is thrown, always spirals. AF ball is spinning. You can't coach that. You can. You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
Point.
I'll take. It's gonna be behind. While we have a couple seconds, can you not coach a spinning ball? Whenever we're talking about a tennis ball, a ball that's the size of a cricket ball, being taped to your palm and then gripping a ball with your fingertips, you absolutely can coach it. The excuse of not being able to coach it, I feel like it's not realistic.
very lucky to get out of that Hawthorn.
Yeah, absolutely were. I definitely just dropped the card that is decently expensive, and I don't know where it went, and I'm just ignoring it. But I'm thinking about it right now. But what's up, Pat? Much love, man. What up, Michael? Much love.
Oh. Hi. Yes. They paid it. Hawthorn to hit the lead with this.
Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on, Hawthorne. Come on. Don't let who's kicking it. As long as
Who's
it's
got
not
Bailey
your
Smith in
boy,
Supercoach?
I do.
He's just lost. If this guy kicks a goal, he's lost a heap of points because he'll cost him the lead as a free kick with a goal. That's a big loss.
Do I have to mute you? We aren't going to talk about it.
Here we go.
I'm gonna get the comments in a second, guys, because we're
In
hot.
front.
Oh, he missed.
No, missed it.
He missed.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I mean that's as clear as an opportunity as you can get, right?
Yeah. Quick question for you, Zach.
Yeah.
Scores a level into the game. What happens?
I have no idea.
That's it. Scores a level. They go home.
Oh, it's
No
tie
overtime.
games. There's no overtime.
No overtime. It's all over. In a final, overtime, but this is
No
not a
bread.
final.
How does overtime work in a finals?
I think, what is it? 5 minutes each way.
Do they go to a sudden death point at a certain point?
No, 5 minutes. Two 5 minute quarters.
5
It's
minutes.
still tied. 2 5 minute quarters. Just keep going.
Wow, look at this. What a game, guys. What a game. Y'all are here on Real Fan Sports with me and Sinbad, my guy. Make sure to hit that like button if y'all enjoying it. We do AFL every other week, but we will be back live, or the plan is to be back live for Anzac Day between Collingwood and Essendon. That is the game plan. We normally switch between NRL and AFL. If you're new to our channel, we have a lot of reactions of things that we've watched with the AFL through the last year or two. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. And enough YouTube shit. That's too much. I'm just ready to watch this game. Come on. Come on, Hawthorne. Yeah, that's a good grab. He's going to be tackled again. Dude, it's physical right now. You can tell their bodies are worn, man. You can see. You can see.
Now, just quickly, the one thing that frustrates me about the modern game is now at the stadium, there is a countdown clock visible.
Yeah, that is stupid.
It used to be time up, not time down, and so you would sit there not knowing. So people are going mental in the stadium.
Hey, shout out Sinbad, Boro. You ain't lying, man. My brother, appreciate you joining me, Sinbad.
Not a problem. It's part of the bribery.
Please be a regular guest. I tell him to join every single opportunity he's available. It's not his fault that he has to go and pick up his daughter from the pool. It's a big kick over the right side. It's a little 1v1. Misses the bobble. It's going to go out of bounds.
Well, as you know, Zach, I've got a lot of free time these days.
I know you do. So that you already know, and if you don't know, just because I don't invite you doesn't mean that you're not welcome. I don't want to interrupt your time pressuring you. In the AFL game I do, you're more than welcome to come join in. Whoever just joined into Discord, just know your mic is hot. Out of bounds. Insufficient what? What is that called?
Deemed deliberate out of bounds. Didn't see him coming.
Jeez.
Didn't see him coming.
That's the youth.
Take it back.
That's the youth.
Yep.
That's the youth. And look at it. Hands on the head.
Yep.
Hands on the head.
Jeremy, no.
Sinbad is the RFS official AFL affiliate. Exactly. Wow. Great mark. Great mark. A high one. Chases it down. Eyes it down. Goes ahead and gets him in a good opportunity. He can go a lot of different ways with this one as well. He's going to go ahead and go punt up the middle.
Don't you feel? Missed.
Missed behind? Or no, he missed full.
Missed everything.
Missed everything. Full.
Still a point.
What up? William said, "Glad you finally got to watch a decent game." Hey, me too, William. Hey, I'm saying because Sinbad's here.
What the hell was that? Bloody hell!
How many stupid? I hope they score. How many times? All right, hold up, time out. Let me go back to StreamYard because I've been keeping it up solo. Sinbad, how many times in this game have we said the exact same thing about the Hawks?
Yep.
To where it's just been a complete collapse on whether they had opportunity or whether they got away with something and they gave it up. It's been at least 5 times, at least.
Yep. Again, I'll count it down to simply maturity and experience of Geelong versus immaturity of Hawthorn. That's all it is. They've made some fundamental stupid errors against a team that will make you pay if you make an error.
And that was a big conversation that happened at the beginning of this game. It's youth versus the veteranship, the knowledge that comes with the game, and we've seen this. We've seen.
But this game is not over, by the way.
It's not.
Here we go.
There it is. Oh my God, dude! What? This is AFL. This is AFL right here. The craziness within 4 minutes, a goal swap like this, 86-79, opportunity to put one between the middle. Boom, 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 boom.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Your mate Sicily, tell you what. Where you going, Zach?
Over here. I'm here.
Blending into the background.
I'm here. I just disappeared for a second.
Okay.
Can we go back and can we rewatch a mini? When do the minis start? Do the minis start right afterwards on KO?
Pretty much. Hang on.
No. It has to be. No. How many goals have been left on the field?
Yeah.
3 by Ganston. I forget his name.
Gunston, yep.
Gunston. 3 by Gunston. 1 there, and then there was another one that happened early on in the third quarter.
Yep.
That's 5 times 6. Anybody quick math? 30 points?
Yep, Hawthorn have done enough to win this game. They've just stuffed it.
This is a game where your coach is going to come at your ass like it's nothing else.
Yep.
Like, yeah, they're going to go in and they already know. Like, you're taking looks at the I don't know if these are head coaches or these are GMs or what
He's the head coach. Yep.
that are in the room. They are about to lay it on these boys.
Yep.
And they're just going to tell them, you're not ready. You thought you were ready. You thought you were good, but you can't win tough games. You can't win games where you have to take advantage of opportunities that are given. And I mean, there's still 50 seconds left. I mean, there's nothing. There's no telling what could happen here. But man,
spend it, Jeff. No.
God. And sorry, comment section. I'm a little frustrated. Just give me a moment. I'll get there. I mean, how many missed marks? That's the 6th or 7th missed mark that I've watched that's been wide open.
Oh, good play. Bounce.
That is a good play. I mean, it's a good play to get out there, but I mean, it's over.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yep. And again, another one. It's another one. It's another missed one. There he goes. All right, let me sit my happy
siren, ass. And that's it.
Let me sit my happy ass. Let's read some of the comments and let's talk about this. Before we start talking about it, I want to prelude it to watching this game. Let's go 2 different directions depending on what team you're supporting, or if you're not a supporter of either. Where did Hawthorne mess up? If you're a Geelong supporter, what did Geelong do in order to hold this lead? And third, there was a third, but honestly, I'm just pissed off, and I really don't care about it. I just think this is just a disappointing loss by Hawks. Like, if you were to look at this game, do you think this game was won by Geelong or lost by the Hawks?
Lost by the Hawks, easy. Geelong converted the opportunities they got. Hawthorn didn't. End of story.
Yep.
That's all it comes down to.
End of story. I think the Hawks, outside of mistakes, and like even if they did not succeed or seize the wrong word, concede to 50% of the mistakes. Like if they cut their mistakes by 50%, they are still up by a goal in this game.
Yeah,
that's where it feels very frustrating watching.
But again, as I said, this is why it comes down to their game style, which works up to a point. And again, they've come up against a very good, very experienced, and recently successful team who know how to handle pressure. This is only a home and away game, but it's still a pressure game, as we discussed of why we wanted to cover this one. Yeah,
exactly. And this, first off, this has been an amazing. This has been by far the best game. I mean, this is the first game of the AFL that we've covered here on RFS Real Fan Sports. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Like, subscribe, all that YouTube shit. But I want to go look at the team stats. All right, Hawks. I had to pause that because I was trying to play an old game. Hawks, more disposals. 13 more kicks. What's that? 52 more handballs.
Now that's interesting. It is, again, it describes the Hawthorn game, which is run, carry, handball, but that's a massive margin compared to Geelong.
Yeah. What's that? Seven more. What is that? Is that possessions inside the 50?
Past that 50-meter line, basically. So again, that tells you the Hawthorn went in hell of a lot more than Geelong did, didn't convert.
Okay.
And-
Disposal efficiency.
Now, that's interesting.
70
So disposal efficiency,
76.5?
at the end of the day, that's
They
an
won that.
interesting stat given what happened. But look at
Now-
efficiency inside 50.
Yeah, this is
That's
huge
the telling
right here.
stat. And more free kicks to Hawthorn. There you go. The old adage
Look at
still
that.
continues.
Yeah, it still continues. Stoppages. I'm certain. What is stoppages like? If I were to look at it.
Okay, as a result of a ball up, there's a stoppage. There's a hit out from the ruckman who got that clearance.
Okay, so they have been able to advantage more hit out, more stoppages, more hit outs. They've established slightly more clearances. I mean, that's a wash. They've established more center clearances. Stoppage clearances. What is stoppage clearances?
Well, again, that's again stoppage clearance, a ball up around the ground, and as a result, which team then took the ball away?
So they won the advantage everywhere, but they didn't get possession to continue on with.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Possession, which was very lopsided, Geelong early parts, so it did even out. They dominated 2 through 4 quarters. Geelong had this dominated in the first.
Yeah.
Hawks did a major comeback to make that more even. Uncontested possessions. I mean, everything favors the Hawks, and that's the crazy part about it. But what happened is, Gunston, we won't count 2 misses. We'll say 1 miss, 1 out of the 2, because there's no telling if the second one would happen if it didn't if it wasn't missed, if it didn't go behind.
Well, what was it? 1 behind and 2 out of bounds. So
it's 1 behind and 2 out of bounds. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough look. It's a tough look for Hawthorn. I mean, I feel like they're still in a good position. I feel like they're still in. Yeah. Where was that at? Yeah.
Right there, 15-18. Marks inside 50. So Hawthorn have taken a mark inside the scoring zone and not converted enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, most of the stuff except for scoring favors Hawthorn, and like you said, it's a youthfulness, and we saw that a lot of times where we saw that a lot of times in this game where it felt like we should have seen Hawthorn take some advantages and they just didn't. We've seen a lot of times this game where Geelong really held forth the I don't know if position is the right word. But like the possession of the game, like even though they might not dominate on stat board, it felt like they were in control for the majority of that first half, and even in bits of that second half. And Hawthorn just kind of fell apart. Like even the opportunities that they had where they were pushing the ball up forward, and it was quick passes. Like you just had missed kicks. You had some wides outside of goals that should have been at least ones. I mean, it should have been underneath a 1-score game going into halftime. And they didn't.
Well, how many times did we see them kick it in, or hand it, or kick it directly into their opponent who was only 2, 3, 4 meters away?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Look at
how many of
the
those
wrong
did we
way.
see?
Yeah, we saw a lot of those. So I mean, that's where the growth of Hawthorn goes. But I mean, nevertheless, the great thing is that we had a good game. We had a game where Geelong and Hawks went down through the minutes. I mean, even within that last 45 seconds, outside of a couple kickouts and stuff like that, it was good. You're staring at it. You're wondering what's going to happen next. It was good up until probably about 2 minutes to go with the game, and that's what I wanted for this game. Unfortunately, I wanted the Hawks to win, so maybe that's my commentator's curse that's going on. But it was a good one.
End of 2022, Hawthorn have done a big clean out, got rid of a lot of experience. 2023 finished near the bottom. 2024 started well and then just kept improving through the year, used this game style to shock everyone, made the 8. And now, again, whether they haven't moved on from that stage, whether they have been found out by the other clubs how to play them, whether they underestimated Geelong, take your pick.
That's an interesting one, saying whether or not clubs have now kind of figured out their play. I mean, we're still super early in the season.
Precisely.
I mean, they're 2 teams that are in the top 8 fighting inside the top 4. And it's like, was this an answer for them? And I feel like in some ways it was, but other ways they also missed a lot of opportunities. A lot of missed
Hawthorn have thrown away a chance at second spot tonight, and that's significant.
Very significant.
And the other thing was last week. What caused that aberration against Port Adelaide, where they were absolutely smashed in the first half? That was a shock. They fought back a bit in the second half, but the game was over. What caused that? Again, did Port Adelaide work out Hawthorn? So anyway,
after watching this game, Sinbad, how do you feel about these 2 teams going forward in the competition?
Geelong first, they'll continue Hawthorn on. Geelong and Hawthorn will make the 8. Where in the 8? Too early to tell. Everybody everyone expects to see Geelong start to fall because they're such an old team, but they keep finding a way. Again, they made the prelim last year against all odds, and we're a fair margin in front of Brisbane in that prelim, and then stopped. Brisbane then turned their game on and caught them. So it could have been Geelong in the grand final last year, not Brisbane, against your mob. So they keep finding a way. They entice players like Bailey Smith and Jeremy Cameron to move there for lifestyle reasons, as opposed to other clubs for either for money or for friendship with other players that they've got. Geelong's a different story. It's a lifestyle down there. It's you 5 minutes drive to the surf coast and enjoy the lifestyle that brings, or move out to whatever farm you want to live on. It just depends on what the player wants out of life. And they've got a way of enticing players down there.
Interesting. What is the we always talk about the window in US sports. Is there a window closing with the Hawks as far as it's a lot of young players that are proving themselves to where they could be picked up by other teams and such? Is this window becoming is that window closing a bit, or do you feel like they're buying into the system to be able to be there a long time and actually create something? Because I feel like if they stay and they develop and they learn, you might need a couple of veterans on scope to just kind of lock them into certain situations like we've seen today, to be able to be big things. So like what is that? What does that look like?
What we saw last year, as I described to you earlier this year, we have a group of mainly young players who enjoy playing together. And that's in this game, that's a big thing. They just enjoy each other's company, enjoy playing the game together. And again, that's what they fed off last year, and that's what they fed off earlier this year. Whether this sort of the situation last week and this week have said, righto, okay, we can see where the holes are, where the gaps are in our team. We need player X, player Y, player Z to come in. And likewise, obviously, if you guys want to stay together, fine, but you're not necessarily going to be able to ask for the big pay increases that you may be wanting or expecting, because we need to be able to manage as many of these players as we can, current players. Yeah. Plus, we need to entice, again, X, Y, and Z into the club to prepare us for a challenge to the flag.
Interesting. And I guess before we get out of here, let me hear your rampage of how the Collingwood Magpies are going to go ahead and take the flag this year, and tell me why.
Okay.
Tell me the unhumble version
No,
Why do you feel like the Magpies?
There's no need for that because what you have here again. Let me explain.
Yeah, tell me.
I've sat through a lot of grand final losses, and everyone will know. Everyone who knows this game will know that I've sat through that many. And when I was young, it affected me. When we won in 1990, we finally broke that drought. We finally got one. And the weight was off our shoulders. And yes, it took another 20 years to get another one, but it didn't matter anymore because that thing that, like, what is against us? What's this jinx that's smashing us year after year, grand final after grand final? It was gone. So life now continues. We win another one. We win another one 2 years ago. That's nice. We might be a chance again this year. Great. Fantastic. You will hear me brag when we win it, not before.
Fair enough. All right. So without
you
bragging,
won't be able to shut me up then, I guarantee you.
Yeah, no, I know. I already know. Without you bragging, what makes Collingwood a team to compete for the flag this year?
How would you view Hawthorn if they won by 10 goals today? Because that's what Collingwood is at the moment. They're a team that wants to play together. They've recruited players X, Y, and Z, and that's finished them. So now they're in a position where it looks like that they want to now go ahead together as that particular group, win one more flag for a group of players. Like, again, I think there's about 7 who will probably retire at the end of this year, simply through age, and that would be a significant cut from an established list at any club. But likewise, that what has to happen. And how do I say this? Yeah, they just simply have that desire to play together and accomplish this together. They did it 2 years ago. They think they've got one more in them, and they think that's this year.
I mean, I love that personally. I mean, the way I look at sports and different things like that is, your competitive edge and your skill set is one thing, but the willing to play for each other, with each other, but like I said, not with each other, but for each other, it means a lot. And so to feel like you have that extra little bit in you to go ahead and be like, this year we're feeling good. It's we're playing well. We're it's still very early. I mean, we're in April. I mean, when's the grand finals? It's
September, end of September.
We got
long way to go.
May, June, July, August, September. We got 4 months ahead of us. So there's a lot more footy to play. There's a lot more to see. We got to see how these players are going to vast throughout. Once teams start trying to figure them out, and once we get into this elite level of competitions where it's win or go home. But it's definitely an exciting feeling knowing that your team feels like they're in a spot, whether it happens or not, that we can go ahead and do this thing, and we're going to go ahead and give it a roll. So that's super exciting. And like, I know that feeling. Like whether it happens or not, it's like, man, dude, it's like, it's the best feeling in the world. Just knowing that you're there in that conversation. It's been a while since I felt that feeling.
They've got the experience. They've got the game plan. They've got the young players coming through still. And they've got one of the best players in the whole competition with them right now, who is playing up to the expectation that everyone has put on him. So now it's a case of, let's see where we can take this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, guys, this has been a great stream over here on Real Fan Sports. A shout out everybody, WSB in the chat. Let me go on, hype it up as much as I can. WSB in the chat. Thank you for coming tune in. Because I learned a lot from this game. I know Sinbad is going to try and join me for the Collingwood game, possibly. Was that still in the deal? I don't even know if that was in the deal.
That's the deal. I'm all good Friday morning, 0:20 hours your time.
All right. So the plan is for him to join me during the Collingwood Essendon game on Anzac Day. We are going to go ahead and start the stream early. That way we can endure. Is that the right word?
Observe.
Observe. That's probably the better word. That way we
Observe
can
the
observe
pre-game service.
what,
Yes.
yeah, the pregame service, and we'll also have Sinbad kind of explain some of those things to me and what that means for the country of Australia. So that is the game plan. Obviously, put y'all's post notifications on. Make sure to hit that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way y'all can get the notification wherever we go live. I know I have a couple things coming up this weekend, but I'm hoping that it's not going to interfere with this. And I think we all agree we want Sinbad here more often than less to help break down this game, because I've learned a lot as far as the rules and a lot of things that I've kind of gathered, and some things that I'm going to forget as it is such a fast paced game. So I do appreciate you joining me, Sinbad. Much love to you, my guy. You already know, bro. We've already talked too many times outside of stream. All
I can ask, please, is reinflate the Sharon, please. That's all I can ask. I finally got you to inflate it first time. I need you to reinflate it now, please.
There we go. I can do that. Not a worries. But anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love you guys. Make sure I hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. I may hop in the Discord just for, 30 minutes probably, while I finish the rest, whatever beer I have left in this bottle. So if y'all want to go ahead and join that, y'all can go ahead and click on the link that I'm going to go ahead and share down below. I already know Smithy's already in there. I'm going to hop into the Live Sports one right after this. But we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We thank y'all. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out, and we'll catch y'all on the next one, guys. Cheers.
Go Pies.
Go up the Swans.